and a miss! And Lucas Cash with a complete game!
A phenomenal play by Chase Jackson at short.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! He got him!
Will Yao! Wow!
We welcome you to Cho Airport Field as your Charlottesville Tom Sox get set to take on the Covington Lumberjacks in a huge VBL South Division rivalry clash. Hello everybody and welcome to this presentation of Tom Sox Baseball on Tom Sox Broadcast Network. Brian Porty alongside Landon Weaver here, and well, it should be a good one as every game matters, but really it's a tale of two offenses. Both of these teams at the bottom of average on-base percentage and slugging in the Valley League.
Yeah, we saw it last time these two teams faced off, Brian. It was a low-scoring affair, a pitcher's duel, if you will, with all ongoing 7 innings of scoreless baseball. And then the Lumberjacks had a plethora of pitchers that played really well. It wasn't until the top of the 9th that the Sox were able to break it open and pad on some runs.
So now let's take a look at our keys to the game. Landon, I'll go to you first. What do you got?
Well, you need to have a goldfish mentality if you are the Tom Sox. They lost 3-1 to Front Royal last night, a team that is bottom of the barrel in the North Division. They've been playing better baseball lately, but still not a game that you want to lose, especially against a limited schedule of North Division teams. So you got to forget about that one. It was a horrific hitting night, to put it bluntly. But those nights aren't always going to follow each other, and this Sox team has really come alive in the last couple of weeks, and so I expect them to forget about last night and focus on today and have fun. This Sox team has been playing really good baseball as of late. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Have fun, play free, and the runs will follow.
Taking a look at my keys to the game. First off, you have to ride the momentum in this game where both of these teams really don't have a whole lot of offense. The team that jumps out first is obviously going to have that advantage. As for the Tom Sox, they're 7-3 when out hitting the opponent. As for Covington, I mean, they are 6-4 when out hitting their opponent. They're 0-10 when they get out hit themselves. So that's one thing. Then as well, use them or lose them. Brandon Dahlman, you want to use him in this high leverage situation. It's a South Division game, so you want to win every single game. These games where, you know, the Tom Sox will play each South Division team 6 times, 3 times at home, 3 times on the road. Every game in that matters. And so you really got to use the good arms or lose the good arms. But now we get ready to go for first pitch. But before we do, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for your Charlottesville Tom Sox. From left to right in the outfield, it'll be Lucas Ream, Bryce Neely, and Braden Bachman. In the infield, from left to right, it'll be the third baseman, Grayson McCollum, the shortstop, Harrison Campy making his debut from Wofford, the second baseman, Chase Jackson, and then the first baseman is Caden Combs. Behind the plate is Ben Cardone. And then you've got your starting pitcher, Gary Gibson II. He did have a game back on June 28th. Can you tell me a bit more about that appearance?
Yeah, this is Gibson II's first start of the season. His appearance back on June 28th came just 2 innings. Didn't record a win or a loss. Only let up a hit, so he's 1 of 7 batters faced. Didn't record any strikeouts or walks. So a pretty calm outing from Gibson II, but now he's in a starting position later in the season when wins matter more. Look, this is a Covington team. You mentioned you need the South Division wins. You're 2-2 against Covington, which in the grand scheme of things, that's 2 of Covington's 7 wins on the year. It's not a great statistic, but you know, you got to have to wipe the slate clean. You got 2 more games in the series. You want to win it. You want to be over 500. Get to 4 wins against Covington. Take care of what needs to be taken care of, because Covington is a team that you need to take care of. They have been bottom of the barrel of the VBL all season long.
Covington coming off of a loss against Waynesboro, and as we'll just remind you guys, taking a look at our names. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver. If you guys want to follow us on our X, there you go. Just wanted to get all the production graphics in for our producer, Matt Becker, today. A huge salute to you guys. And we'll get ready to go. We'll have the starting lineup for the Covington Lumberjacks, the visiting team. Leading off is the second baseman, Frankie Clark. Then that'll be followed up by the designated hitter, Jake Ambrosio. Behind the plate is the catcher, Cross Yarborough. Then the center fielder, Darius Brown. The left fielder is Zach Dorlag. And then Dario Castillo in his second game as a Lumberjack is a shortstop and batting 6th. Batting 7th And making his debut is the third baseman, Jose Alfonso. And then the first baseman, Jacob Levesque, batting 8th. And then rounding out the order is the right fielder, Luca Mendez. And what sticks out to you in this Covington Lumberjacks lineup?
I'm looking at Cross Yarborough. He's a guy that has been tearing up the Valley League as of late. I believe he was a VBL All-Star as well. Covington, a team that hasn't really been playing their best ball this season, still able to get into the VBL All-Star team. Yeah, there it is, as a catcher, Cross Yarborough of Covington, a VBL All-Star, and he's been phenomenal. On the season, Brian, he's batting over 350. He's batting 362 in just 47 at-bats. He's also only allowed 17 stolen bases, and he's caught runner stealing 10 times, so a big part behind the plate for the Lumberjacks.
We'll have more on him and the rest of the lineup, but first starting off is going to be Frankie Clark. He led off in last night's loss to Waynesboro and went 7 innings. And the first pitch is down low at 8:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'd love to give the weather real quick. Hold on, let me find this. The weather is nuts in Charlottesville. It's 98 degrees at 8 p.m.
That's just some crazy stuff. The 1-0 is down low, and that's actually the reason why, and it was mutually agreed upon the two teams of Waynesboro and Covington, that they shortened the game last night to 7 innings. It was due to heat. It was pretty hot out there in front row yesterday for the Tom Sox as well.
It even affected the umpires a little bit as well.
Absolutely. 2-0 is going to be in there for a strike on the lower half. Gary Gibson, uncommitted, but from Sayre, Kentucky, was a very recent addition for the Tom Sox.
Another recent high school grad on this team as well.
2-1. In there for a strike. Hits 2-2. And yeah, had a couple of high schoolers just as well. Lucas Arbelize in that bullpen. Always good to see from him. He should be able to make a great impact for the Sox later on this year as we get closer to a playoff push. 2-2. Down low. And that'll run the count full.
And you look at who's available for the Sox today. You've got Eric Davis and Arbelize, guys that are both incoming freshmen at respective colleges.
Gibson ready. Payoff pitch. That shot on the ground at first, but picking it up and stepping on the bag is going to be Caden Combs for out number 1.
Yeah, Caden Combs is a reliable guy out there at first. Glad to see him making more starts in that position because he covers so much ground, and he's such a force. He's an imposing force over there on first base.
And that'll bring up Jake Ambrosio, who's working on a 2-game on-base streak. Ambrosio, a senior from Pottstown, Pennsylvania, played at Eckerd College from Florida in the spring. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. It's 0-1. It's a very low K rate. We'll talk about that in a second. 0-1. That's shot on the ground at third, and it's over the glove of Grayson McCollum. He's rounding first, and he'll put the stop sign on there, so a 1-out single for Jake Ambrosio here in the top of the first.
Yeah, that one took a weird hop when it came over to McCollum and just not quick enough to react. That ball is going to be a little bit bouncier today with the heat out on the field. And McCollum, it's unfortunate. The infield plays weird tricks on you sometimes.
And now that'll bring up Cross Yarborough. He's one of 2 position players for the Jacks to be a VBL All-Star, just as much as Chris Carroll, who's not in the lineup today. First pitch is down low. Back pick to first, and Combs is off the bag, so the tag's not applied.
Important to note, Cardone behind the plate tonight has gotten a lot better in the recent weeks at throwing runners out, mainly at second, but wouldn't surprise me if he were to catch somebody sleeping at first as well.
Clark has 8 stolen bases on the year, tied for second most in the lineup today. With Carroll out, that's a huge loss, another secondary lead, as a 1-0 is in there for a strike on the lower third. Yeah, I mean, you can't really say too much more about Cross Yarborough. He's had a lot of great things. He's led Covington in RBIs, batting average, slugging, and OPS. So he's all across the board, just a fantastic player for the Jacks. 1-1. That one shot right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. The runner thinking 3 and will stay back to second. So it's station to station and back-to-back singles for the Covington Lumberjacks.
Yeah, Gary Gibson out there, not the ideal start. You get an out in your first at-bat, but then you let up 2 straight hits. You don't want to let them get the triple on this one. And Darius Brown up to bat. He is a formidable bat for this Covington lineup, batting .313, just a tick over 300 this year.
Yeah, it's well over the Mendoza line as well. So runners at first and second, 1 out here in the top of the first. The first pitch is up high for a ball. It's 1-0.
And his control just hasn't been there so far. And when he does get it in the zone, it's slower, it's hanging, and it's just easier for these Covington hitters to hit.
Brown back. He had a 2-run home run yesterday back at the bottom of the 4th. It was the only runs in a 6-2 loss to Waynesboro. 1-0 off the helmet of Ben Cardone, and you can kind of hear that ricochet off the little fence we have in the backstop. We call it the best crowd mic in all the Valley League. And it's not without a reason. No,
you can hear everything, and you can hear things that you don't want to hear. There were times last year we had to mute it, actually against Covington. There was an interesting play at first. There was maybe a potential step on the foot.
Next one is shot to short. Campy makes the throw to second. Jackson on to first. He's off the bag. And Caden comes. So that does get out number 2. But it does move the runners to the corners with 2 gone.
It's a good play. You get out the lead runner. And you have a runner at third now for Covington. But with 2 outs, it gives a little less pressure for Gibson the second out there on the bump.
Zach Dorlag next up as Ben Cardone barking out the commands to the infield. And more importantly, Gary Gibson, who's still looking for that elusive first strikeout as a Tom Stock.
You don't need strikeouts at this point, though. You just need outs.
Exactly. You would like a strikeout. First pitch. Finds the zone. At about the kneecaps.
It's a good frame by Cardone. It looked a little outside to the eyes, but Cardone quick enough to snap his wrist back into the zone, and it definitely made it look like a strike to Mike Mackey behind the plate.
That one is lifted in the air on the 0-1, going back to center field, back to the track to the wall, and that's off the wall. 1 run's in, another run's looking to score, and that is a 2-0 ball game. The Covington Lumberjacks jumping out to a quick lead here at the show.
Look, Portney, 98 degrees today. That ball is going to fly. You don't have to put as much, maybe take off the pop a little bit. It's still going to go, and off the bat, it didn't look like much, but you saw Neely out there. He was tracking and tracking, eventually lost it. You don't want to run into the wall, but you can still see all of that dust that came up from him scrambling on the warning track.
So Ambrosio and Brown score on that play. It's a double for Zach Dorlag, as that'll bring up Dario Castillo. He was 0 for 3 in his debut with the Lumberjacks yesterday. Back-to-back new players for the Jacks in the order as the first pitch is fouled off. As on deck, if we get to that point, it'll be Jose Alfonso making his debut for the Covington Lumberjacks.
He actually fooled me, Castillo. His green arm sleeve made him look like he actually had a Tom Sox jersey on. I was like, I don't think that we're batting just yet.
Maybe he's a Tom Sox fan. 0-1. Can't find the zone. It was a little off the plate. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. But
surprised they let him actually wear that color because it kind of conflicts with the jersey. I don't know how baseball does it with equipment and conflicting colors, but it's a little testy on the eyes.
It's a rivalry. 1-1. Inside, almost clipped the right elbow of Castillo.
He's got good movement so far, just the location a tad off for Gibson the second. That'll come with more pitches thrown.
So 2 outs here, runner at second. It's a 2-0 ball game. 2-1. Again runs inside, 3 balls and a strike. We talked a lot about pitches kind of coming inside. It was kind of a problem for the Tom Sox pitchers early on.
Yeah, and they really got a hold of it. The mainstays that have been in the lineup have really come alive, but this is only his second appearance, Gibson the second.
3-1, finds the zone. Clips the lower half, so it's going to run the count full. Gary Gibson one pitch away from getting out of this jam. Gibson ready. Fires the payoff pitch. That one popped in the air, goes foul, well behind us. Dariel Castillo coming in from the University of the Cumberlands. That is a member of the NAIA in the Mid-South Conference. University of the Cumberlands, I believe, made the NAIA College World Series a couple years ago. That's in Lewiston, Idaho. Trying to info load here. 2 outs to payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get that spot 2 times in the same at-bat. And that at-bat was a little better. He worked it a little bit longer, did Gibson the second, but now you see Cardone and Will Pearson coming out to have a chat. You're 1 out away from getting out of the first. You've already let up 2 runs, but...
Yeah, now taking a look at the tail of the tape for the Lumberjacks and the Tom Sox. The Lumberjacks at a 6.46 ERA this year, 174 walks, hits per innings pitched, 32 errors, which is significantly less than the Tom Sox. 228 batting average, a 667 OPS, 93 stolen bases.
Yeah, the numbers that really jump out to me, obviously the stolen bases, 25 more is quite impressive, but the errors are what really stands out to me for the Sox. And the fact that they have 11 wins. They have 11 wins with the 45 errors is pretty impressive. That right now they've played 24 games, so you're averaging at least an error per game.
So it's a 2-0 ball game here in the top of the first, still 2 outs. As the next man up to the plate is Jose Alfonso. The first pitch he sees as the Lumberjack is down low, and once again misses with ball and no strikes. Jose Alfonso coming in from Alabama State. He's in the transfer portal per his Twitter, as the 1-0 misses again. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Alfonso also was at Dodge City Community College, part of the KJCCC, Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference. Alabama State's in the SWAC for D1. 2-0. Misses again. Now it's 3 balls, no strikes. So Will Pearson came out and Tomlin was off the top step, so we'll see who is thrown out there in the Tom Sox bullpen, but back to the action. Runners at first and second. 2 gone. 3-0. Up high, ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. Keeps the line moving for the Jacks offense. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in a 2-0 ball game, top of the first.
Yeah, and fans, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice the score bug has not completely synced up with the score bug out in left field. It is 2-0 Lumberjacks. There are 2 outs, but there are also bases loaded, and this is a huge spot for Gary Gibson II to be in. If he can get out of this inning, it's a huge confidence boost.
Appreciate you guys for staying through the technical difficulties. That'll bring up Jacob Levesque. First pitch to him. Finds the zone on the lower half. No balls and a strike.
It's really searching for that outside corner, whether it's a lefty or a righty batter, but it's a hard corner to land every single time, and that's why you've seen so many walks.
Riding a 2-game hitting streak and a 3-game on-base streak. As he's now ready with the 0-1. Moves out of the zone. That's some tough vertical and horizontal movement.
Yeah, that one really whipped across the playing field. It covered all corners of the strike zone before finally finding its way out of it.
Feels like you could just backdoor it if you come inside. Yeah, probably would get him swinging. 1-1. That one fouled off to the backstop. Right back behind him.
Now you're just 1 pitch away. Give him your best stuff. Even if you induce weak contact, a fly out, a ground out, a strikeout, they all have that 3 letters in there, out.
Yeah. I'm thinking too much about baseball now, where I just keep hitting with the backdoor slider and it's all swing and a miss stuff. I was playing some before this game, actually. The 2 outs and the 1-2 pitch. Called, strike 3. his first strikeout as a Tom Sock ends the top of the first. 2 runs come across. So it is Covington Lumberjacks 2. Tom Sox up to bat as we reach the bottom of the first here on Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth.
Back now here at the Cho Airport Field. We appreciate you guys for going through the technical difficulties and sticking with us as we now take a look at your Tom Sox lineup. Leading off today is the third baseman, Grayson McCollum. Right behind him is the second baseman, Chase Jackson. Then the first baseman, Caden Combs, is listed as the highlighted picture. Batting cleanup is designated hitter Luke Craddock. Then the left fielder, Lucas Ream. Then Braden Bachman, the right fielder. Batting 7th is Harrison Campy, making his debut. Batting 8th is the center fielder, Bryce Neely. And then rounding out the order is the catcher, Ben Cardone. Now, we'll start things off with a guy who has played almost more games than anybody else in the Tom Sox this year. It's Grayson McCollum.
An absolute mainstay in the lineup, and he's at the top of a lot of leaderboards for this Charlottesville team.
First pitch to him. It's down low for a ball. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Covington Lumberjacks in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Dorlag, Brown, and Mendez. The infield is Alfonso, Castillo, Clark, and Lebec. That's left to right. Then behind the plate is Cross Yarborough. The 1-0 to McCollum is slapped on the ground to third, and that's going to be in for a base hit. A leadoff single for Grayson McCollum here in the bottom of the first.
It's well done. I mean, he just is the epitome of simple baseball, Grayson McCollum. You don't need to hit a hard hit ball every time, but just find the gaps. That's all that matters.
Now that'll bring up Chase Jackson, who's been swinging a hot bat as of recent. Recently snapped a team-leading 4-game hitting streak. The last time he was in the lineup. First pitch to him is down low in the dirt for ball 1. Chase Jackson posted a .485 on-base percentage since the beginning of that 8-game on-base streak back on June 10th, and that looks to continue today. So it's lefty on righty. 1-0. Goes down low again, ball 2 by the shoe tops. It's good to see, Chase Jackson swing a hot bat as that middle infielder race continues to establish itself later on in this season. 2-0. Runs inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Jackson almost leaned into that one. And now looking for a 4-pitch walk potentially. He's got 11 walks on the year. And the runner at first is Grayson McCollum after the leadoff single. 3-0. Finds the zone by the kneecaps for a 3-1 count.
Yeah, look, you work yourself into a favorable at bat, 3-0. Okay, take the first strike. Now you know what you're looking for.
So bottom of the first here, Tom Sox trail 2-0. 3-1. And that's in the air, right field, going back near the track and making the catch is Mendez, and that'll track the runner back to first and Grayson McCollum.
It's deep out there in right center for Chase Jackson, but it's a good hit ball. Going to opposite field, it's 385 back there. It's not horrible. You get some good flight, and if only there was a runner in scoring position or over at third, that would have definitely scored.
Yeah. And now turning from one bat in the order to another heavy bat in the order, Caden Combs. We know what this guy can bring. He's been known to pull balls well over the fence out in left and center in batting practice. We'll see what he can do in a real game.
Yeah, we're just waiting on that one to finally hit the scoreboard.
First pitch. Runs inside by the knees. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, Richard's got some good breaking ball stuff. That one had a lot of dip on it. This is a guy out of West Virginia Tech, a graduate student, and Harold's from Roanoke, Virginia.
Now comes in with the 1-0, and that's down low. 2 balls, no strikes. And we talked about a pregame with former West Virginia Tech man Mason Divers, and he said, well, the fastball's not really going to beat you that much, but it's just about that other stuff. And we're kind of seeing that right away.
Mm-hmm.
Combs ready in the box. 2-0. Finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Caden Combs riding a 5-game on-base streak. It's one of the best on the team. And it's just with that big frame where he draws a lot of walks just because nobody wants to pitch to him. 2-1. He's in there for a strike by the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now that pitch, it looked like kind of the same one that he waited on last time. I thought this time maybe he'd try and at least swing, maybe foul it off. Because that one looked like it was right down the heart of the plate and very hittable for a guy like Combs.
Sox had a problem with looking strikeouts yesterday. So now it's back here to Combs. Runner going the 2-2. That one on the ground, and that's caught. And the throw back to first. Well, at that point, it doesn't matter. He's back off the bag, and that's going to end the inning. No runs on a hit, and that'll be it as we head to the top of the second. Tom Sox trail 2-0 to the Covington Lumberjacks here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
Back now here in the top of the second. We'll take a look at the history between these two squads. The Tom Sox are 43-25 against the Lumberjacks all time, 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, the Sox have had their number so far and over the course of the time that they've played against each other in the VBL. Covington's one of those teams, man, where they don't get the highest touted guys out of college. They get a lot of those, that JUCO, community college, NAIA talent that really makes them into a really gritty team, and when it pays off, it pays off. But this season, just have not gelled.
I mean, 2-1 against the Lumberjacks this year, so we'll really see what that means for today. Well, I mean, it's just another game. It's one after another, as the Sox had a road loss back on, I believe, Tuesday of last week, and then beat them on the road in Covington on Friday. Casey Field, a notoriously tough place to play. As now they'll bring up Luca Mendez at the bottom of the order. A 2-0 ball game, top of the second. First pitch to him. Skips in the dirt. For a ball, it's 1-0.
Cardone almost threw it over the head of Gibson out there. That was impressive. Gibson had to jump and snag him. He's 6 foot and on the bump, so he had to throw that pretty high.
Yeah. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Working on a 4-game on-base streak and ties the team lead with a 2-game hitting streak. Now the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Gary Gibson threw 31 pitches in the top of the first. Looks to kind of get that number down here. 3-0. Clips the zone, 3 balls and a strike. We have the scoreboard back here, so we appreciate you guys for sticking through the technical difficulties. Our producer, Matt Becker, says we're working on it. All of us in the press box.
It's great quick work by the press box crew.
Exactly. And from the press box to the crowd mic, as you could hear that foul ball to run the count full.
It's all connected. It's all connected. Not a spot of this press box or field goes unnoticed from anybody on the Tom Sox crew.
Best crowd mic in the league and the best press box in the Valley League as well. 3-2 pitch. Inside, backs him up for ball 4.
And that is Gibson the second's 3rd walk of the contest, so has not had quite the control that he'd want to. He didn't have any walks or any strikeouts or any runs against him coming into today, but when you start, it's a whole different feeling than when you come in relief.
Yeah. 3rd walk for the second of Gibson of Gary. As back to the top of the order in Frankie Clark. Pops that one up in the air, about a mile. Caden Combs calls everybody off to make the catch right outside the mound for out number 1. So both times the worst enemy of Frankie Clark has been Caden Combs.
Yeah, gets out on a 3 unassisted in the first inning, and then a pop up to right, or not right, pop up to first base in the second. Combs very vocal, and that's something that the Sox have struggled with this season is connectivity on the infield and the outfield. Guys coming into each other. Not there, not with Caden Combs yelling at you.
Now it's up to Jake Ambrosio. The first pitch is taken up high. Ball and no strikes. Ambrosio had a single and ended up coming around to score back the first. I'll see what it can do. One-0 home. That's in the air, left field. Ream coming under it and making the catch for out number 2. And a better middle to this inning than last inning for Gary Gibson.
He's making quick work now, but last time he got into 2 outs pretty late or pretty early into that first inning and then let up a couple of walks, and guys came around to score.
Gibson back on the bump. This will bring up Cross Yarborough, runner going. The throw to second is... See ya! Not in time. Or it's in time. We'll take you to the bottom of the second. Tom Sox trail 2-0. We'll be right back.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
Bottom of the second, set to get underway. Tom Sox trail 2-0 as we'll take a look at Gary Gibson's numbers from his previous game. He had 2 innings pitched, a hit, no runs allowed, and no strikeouts. He finally got that first strikeout to end the top of the first, I believe. So we'll see what he can do if he decides to go any longer. That's up to the discretion of Randy Tomlin.
Well, he got out of that last inning pretty quickly. I think that you let him run in the third, but if he's taking his time getting out of there, then maybe you start to cut him short.
Does look like there is somebody warming in that Sox bullpen. We'll take a look when we have it. But it'll be 4, 5, 6 in the order for the Tom Sox: Craddock, Ream, and Bachman.
Yarborough just sailed a practice throw over to second. That one now being chased by Brown in the center field area. Not the best way to end your practice session before an inning starts.
They got to get it all out of the way before you start things off.
Right. Very true.
So I need to know now what Luke Craddock's going to do in this at-bat.
Love it. Playing off of the music, playing off of the sound effects. Music is always pretty good here at Joe Airport Field.
Absolutely. I believe that was in a FIFA soundtrack, I believe. You know better than I do.
Of course, yes. One of the many.
So Luke Craddock up to the plate. First pitch he sees is blown up high and goes foul right side.
There's always a song on the radio or a song that comes on when you're out somewhere and you're like, hey, I remember swapping around my Ultimate Team with that song in the background. It's a nostalgic memory.
Absolutely. Luke Craddock ready with the 0-1. That one slapped on the ground to third. Easy play for Alfonso across the diamond and makes the play for out number 1. It's back-to-back 5-3 putouts from the end of last inning to the start of this inning.
Except this time it wasn't an insanely impressive double play from Alfonso. I mean, that snag and then the wherewithal to realize that McCollum's still at second and has 90 feet to get back to first, that was an impressive play.
So now that'll bring up Lucas Ream. Haven't heard this walk-up song in a while, and it's a good one. So Ream ready. A broken bat right to the shortstop. A tough play for him, and there's going to be no play. For Castillo, it's going to be a single for him.
I mean, Ream puts so much power behind the bat that even a broken bat single carries the ball all the way to the beginning of the outfield grass, and Castillo is smart to just eat it and know that a play is not going to be made. Why risk throwing an error and letting Ream advance even further?
Exactly. Ream is 0 for 2 yesterday, reached on an error, and now that'll bring up Braden Bachman. Braden Bachman, a 3-game hitting streak, a 4-game on-base streak. First pitch he sees on kneecaps for a strike. Braden Bachman has turned it on later on in the year and is just 10 ticks below the Mendoza line. Oh, 1 pitch. Slapped on the ground at third, and that's well foul.
These Sox hitters are taking advantage of Richard's breaking ball that he's just leaving really high in the zone. They're catching it on its way down, and eventually someone's going to get a hold of that and send it a long way.
Exactly. Lucas Ream at first has got 3 stolen bases on the year. Braden Bachman at the plate. He's got 4 strikeouts on the year, looking to avoid number 5 in this situation with 1 gone. Here in the bottom of the second, Tom Sox trail 2-0. 0-2. That one on the ground, a short, tough hop for Castillo. Makes it to second on to first. Not in time. But there is one out by the 6'4" fielder's choice, and that'll bring up the next batter. And Harrison Campy making his debut.
Now this is what the fans came to see. I know you're excited, Brian, about this new addition to the Sox squad. Whenever you get a guy that makes his first appearance in July, you know he's pretty good, and he's going to be a healthy addition to the team.
Batted .215 for Wofford this spring. Had a homer, 15 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases to boot. First pitch down the chute. Top breaking ball for a strike.
And Wofford is not a mid-major to take lightly. They've made some huge runs in the regionals and postseason over the last couple of years.
Southern Conference has been sneaky top-heavy, and the RPI numbers back that up. It's the 0-1, turns Campy inside, a ball and a strike.
It's from Manasquan, New Jersey, but plays his college ball down in North Carolina Sox fans from last year will remember a guy named Andrew Manley, who played for Watford, big lefty batter, was here in the early season of 2025 and left a huge impact. We'll see if Campy can follow out that act.
1-1 is up high, and a couple Terriers on the current and former roster of this year is Cole Draper, as he's listed on the Presto Stats roster, is currently injured. We'll see him back soon. As was Tanner Crater, is gone after serving his 9-game term. 2-1. Tough swing and a foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good way to stay alive there by Campy. And look, he's a guy, he's a senior. He's a veteran in the collegiate landscape. And he's got a pretty good discipline. OPS of 680, so not horrible. But he gets on base and he gets extra bases.
Exactly. 15 strikeouts for Luke Richards on the year, looking for number 1 of today. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's a foul tip, and it'll go off the protection plate. Oh, the catcher across Yarborough will do this 2-strike tango one more time.
Well, that's the thing about Campy so far that I'm liking. He's not striking out. He's not giving the catcher a chance to catch his foul balls. That's the sign of a seasoned veteran right there, is a guy that can stay alive in at-bats and force the pitcher to get greedy.
Absolutely. So deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sox down 2-0 in the bottom of the second. Here comes the pitch. Off the zone and down low. So that'll run the count full. Big situation here. No walks, no strikeouts. Everything been put in play for the Sox so far in this one. The limited sample size, should we say. Runner going, the 3-2 is in the air, is center field. Brown has plenty of room, and he'll make the catch for out number 3, but not before the Sox get another single. So it's 2 hits on the day as the Sox trail 2-0. We head to the top of the 3rd. We'll be right back here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Oh, I've got it.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
It's a pitching change for the Charlottesville Tom Sox. Nolan Bethel on the mound. As Gary Gibson's day is done, we'll have the numbers on that real quick. Gary Gibson, in his first start as a Tom Sock, had 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 3 walks. And now let's take a look at the numbers of Nolan Bethel this year.
Yeah, Bethel, this is only his 3rd appearance of the season. He was out for a little while in the middle portion of the season. Started 1 game, now he's coming in relief. ERA is 0. Looked to pitch more innings, only 5 on the season, but I don't think we've really gotten the whole taste of Nolan Bethel just yet.
And we're talking about choosing a good walk-up song. It's Choosing Texas by Ella Langley. She's actually going to be coming to University Park in the fall. University Park, Pennsylvania, on the campus of my school, Penn State University.
There you go.
But it's been good early returns from Nolan Bethel, and a fantastic walk-up song. I gotta say,
makes you think of Freddie.
Gotta say, I was pretty surprised.
Makes you think of Freddie LA7, big German fan. During this World Cup, I think he got free tickets to an Ella Langley concert all over social media.
Yeah.
Surprised the Sox didn't give him a free ticket as well.
He would have had the keys to the city here, I'm sure of that.
No doubt.
But he deactivated his account, so I don't know what's going to be going on with that. First pitch slapped on the ground, a short. Campy backs up, fires on a first, and it is in time. A stretch play from Caden Combs, and he makes it work. One pitch, one swing, and one gone.
Yeah, slightly dicey from Combs over there at first. I think Campy left it just a little short, but Combs able to stretch out, make the grab, and retire the side. Not the side. Get the first out.
There you go.
2 outs from retiring the side.
Hey, you know, we all got to shake off the rust. Haven't called in like 2 weeks, but yeah, that was Cross Yarborough down by the 6-3 put out as lights come on here in the Tom Sox press box. First pitch down low to Darius Brown, who got on by the fielder's choice, came around to score back in the first. 1 out here in the top of the third. The 1-0 is foul tip. And that trickles to the Tom Sox bullpen. Head coach Randy Tomlin heads it back to catcher Ben Cardone.
Tomlin in his 3rd season with the Tom Sox, 65-48 record for the skipper.
It's been a good tenure from him. The 1-1. Might have hit him. I'll say it's a foul tip to Darius Brown, so he'll let that one go. So far on the year, Bethel has 4 walks and 2 hits and 1 hit by pitch. 1-2. Off the zone, check swing says he did not go to the first base umpire.
That is Daniel Devers out there at first. Robert Roop is at third, and it's Mike Mackey calling balls and strikes behind the plate.
It's a home plate umpire, Devers was recently for the Sox. The 2-2 inside. Almost hit him again, so that'll run the count full.
Bethel, a much more imposing figure than Gibson II. Out on the bump, he stands at 6'3", 190, another Kennesaw State product as well. So the Sox, they like their Owls here in Charlottesville.
They sure do. 3-2. That's slap foul. They'll call it foul as I believe it hit home plate. So we'll do the payoff pitch once more. So back in the box is Darius Brown, the senior from Maryland Eastern Shore. 3-2. That's high in the air, just outside of the infield. Chase Jackson backing all the way up. And he drops it. Runner heads to second, and Darius Brown is in safely.
I'm surprised Jackson wanted to make that play. I mean, you range all the way from second. That's about 20, 30 yards out of your position where you have guys that are pretty comfortable making that catch, and Bryce Neely and Braden Bachman. It's just a mental lapse from the second baseman.
I do like the effort off that, but you got to let the outfielders take it. So the next bat up is Zach Dorlag. He had a double back in the first. He's left stranded at third.
There we go, next play.
So we're back here. The first pitch is coming into Zach Dorlag, batting 103 coming into this game. First pitch is a hard foul to the right side and out of play. The Sox PA announcer today, Ben Rikosh, going back and forth between the foul ball sponsor, which is Taylor's Auto Body, and talking about how dangerous foul balls can be. Tough lead off second. The 0-1 is down low. It's indifference from Nolan Bethel.
I mean, think about the stakes now. You could have been 2 outs, no runners on. Now you're 1 out, a runner in scoring position, and Zach Dorlag, who hit a 2 RBI double his last at bat, up to bat.
Native of Sebring, Florida. 1-1. That one is past the glove of Chase Jackson. Now get into the right field. They're sending the runner home, and Darius Brown is in safely. It's a 3-0 ball game here at the show at the top of the third.
It's 3 RBIs and 2 hits for Zach Dorlag, and if I had any input to the VBL, I'd say he's already on his way to the big stick of the night.
Could be. I'd say he's definitely in the running already. So now that'll bring up Dario Castillo.
But now you can show double play depth if you're the Sox. Try and turn 2. That's wishful thinking.
First pitch by the shoe, tops ball, no strikes. There is a Sox pitcher stretching by the bullpen. He's not throwing just yet. 1-0. Can't find the zone. Near the same location, 2 balls, no strikes. Castillo was 0 for 3 yesterday. That was his debut. And the man on deck, if it gets to this point, is Jose Alfonso, who already got on in his debut here at the Chuck. 2-0 on the ground, and that will go foul to the right side and trickles all the way to the Tom Sox bullpen. So righty on lefty. You're seeing a lot of lefty on righty with Luke Richards on the mound for the Covington Lumberjacks against the Sox bats. Now here's righty on lefty. 2-1. Swing and a miss down the chute. That was a tough pitch to handle.
Yeah. I mean, you hear the dugout talking there saying he got him with the knuckle. That's hard to hit. It's also a hard pitch to throw, but when it comes off right, it looks really good. You see Lucas Cash using that a lot as well.
There you go. I was just about to say that. So 1 out, runner at first. 2-2. On the ground and past the glove of Caden Combs. And that trickles into right. Digging in for 2. And staying there will be Dariel Castillo.
And Combs not able to get to the ground quick enough, and Castillo puts in another hit for this Lumberjack team. That's their 5th hit in 3 innings.
Now as Will Pearson goes back out to the mound, they would hope not to use another arm out of the bullpen, as right now there's nobody truly warming. But right now we'll take a look at the standings, your VBL South and your VBL North. The top 4 teams in each division make the playoff, and there you see Charlottesville in the 4th spot.
Yeah, Charlottesville and Harrisonburg, you guys are going to see that changing a lot as the season progresses. It's going to be tight. 12 games to go for both teams, even Culpeper, but Culpeper has a couple of games in hand on both Charlottesville and Harrisonburg, so they could extend that lead by the time all games become even. It's going to be an interesting finish as Will Pearson ends his discussion with Nolan Bethel out on the bump. That is something to keep an eye on, though, fans. Those standings for the rest of the last couple of weeks.
Tom Sox hold the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Harrisonburg Turks. A scoring update from Eagle Field in the top of the 4th. The Turks lead, Harrisonburg Turks lead 5-1 to the Front Royal Cardinals. Infield in for the Tom Sox. Go to the next batter, Jose Alfonso. The first pitch runs inside. Yeah, I mean, that is a game to look out for. Harrisonburg kept it at a 1-game back situation, being run-ruled by Woodstock last night in 8 innings by a 13-3 decision. 1-0 on the ground, foul left side by the Covington dugout. Still the infield in. The runners in scoring position, Covington is 2 for 4 today. 1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Bethel's got to watch for that ball not to go to the backstop.
I think his confidence took a shot after that E4 from Jackson. You think you're going to have 2 outs and no runners on, and now you've got to deal with 2 in scoring position.
Sure. And that will get down for a base hit, so 1 run is in, another run is in, and that is a 5-0 ball game. Digging in for 2. The tag from Jackson, not in time, and it's off the bag.
It's unfortunate. Jackson made a really good attempt. That throw from Ream over and left was a dart. Almost got Alfonso out. Instead, it's a 2 RBI double. It's a 5-0 lead, and this is exactly what you did not want if you were Charlottesville.
Covington pouring it on early and not really seeing that from this offense a whole lot. Because now that'll bring up Jacob Levac. Levac 0 for 1 today with a looking strikeout that ended the first. First pitch to him is over the head of Chase Jackson. Sending around the runner to score, and the tag is in line.
What a throw. What a throw by Braden Bachman out and right. That was a phenomenal toss. He got a good jump on it. It bounced right into his stride, and the awareness from Cardone. Phenomenal play. That saves a run, and that's huge. Very, very big.
This tough green light there as Luca Mendez sits at the bottom of the order. He walked and was caught stealing back in the second. First pitch is by the knees and down low. A ball and no strikes. Mendez sitting at a crisp 200 batting average this season. Slight pull shift on for the lefty batter. Chase Jackson heels by the outfield grass. 1-0 runs inside. 2-0. So it's a 5-0 ball game here. Tom Sox trail the Lumberjacks in the top of the third by way of 2 crooked frames. Two-0. In there for a strike. Clips the lower part of the zone.
Bethel's liking that lower half so far. Just hasn't been able to catch it all the time. It's going outside, inside, but when it hits it, it looks really pretty.
We'll see if he can do it again. With the runner at second, the 2-1. That one is lined in the air and will get down for a base hit in center. They'll send the runner home. The throw to home is in time. The umpire knew it. The catcher, Cardone, knew it. And we head to the bottom of the third. Tom Sox trail 5-0 here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Back now here at the Joe Airport Field, and after the Covington Lumberjacks put up a 3 spot in the top of the third, we're here in the home half. A 5-0 ball game, and well, it all starts with Bryce Neely, the leadoff batter, is 1 for 2 today.
Yeah, you're gonna need some hits now if you're the Sox. It's time to start putting some numbers up on the board and scoring. You gotta get back into this one. You're down 5-0. It's early still. There's a lot of ball game left.
Simple as that. First pitch to Bryce Neely. Spikes the dirt and ball and no strikes. That's where Bryce Neely has gotten out by way of the strikeout 20 times this year. Ties the team lead with Tommy Lansness, who's not in the lineup today. That one Cannot find the glove of the first baseman, and there is nobody there. Levesque can't field it. And the leadoff man once again stands on first.
You got to have those plays if you want to get back into the contest. It's lucky, but it gets the job done, and it gets you on base with no outs. And sometimes luck has to fall your way, and there it did for the Sox.
That gets you some base runners right there. Bryce Neely by way of the single from the scorer's decision of Chris Cullinan, today's score. You can find that on Presto Sports and the Valley League website. First pitch to Cardone, finds the lower half for a strike. It's 0-1. Cardone batting 125 on the year and 40 at-bats. It's been more known for his defensive glove as of recent. 0-1. That one is hard line foul by the Sox bullpen and right.
I mean, you just had two phenomenal plays at the plate on defense. That's got to give you some confidence in the batter's box as well. A 9-2 putout and then an 8-2 putout to end the inning.
Now another chance with 2 strikes. The runner at first. Nobody out. 0-2 to Cardone. That one's on the ground to short. Good play for Castillo on to second. On to first in time. The 6-4-3 double play, and that is quite demoralizing.
Yeah, that'll suck the life out of an offensive inning for sure. But now you have top of the lineup, something to look forward to. Grayson McCollum, who had a really good piece of hitting to start the game off for the Sox. He's a hot bat. He's a hot bat any day of the week, so he's got to have some confidence, and nothing like a 2-out rally to get back into the contest.
Grayson McCollum leads the Tom Sox in hits, runs, extra base hits, and RBIs this year. It's been amazing to stay in that lineup as it is down low for a ball and no strikes. I remember Penn State played West Virginia in Hagerstown. It was a Jaden Davis double play that got it to 2 outs in the 9th that really was a demoralizing factor, but plenty of game left here. In the bottom of the 3rd, Tom Sox trail 5-0. 1-0, swing and a miss. Beat him with a breaking ball. It's 1-1.
Again, they've been searching for that breaking ball off of Richards. That time, McCollum just a little late to it.
Grayson McCollum, 26 hits on the year. Normally in the 2 or 3 spot in the lineup, but today is leadoff. 1-1 is on the ground, first base side. Easier play for Levesque this time. He steps on the bag and ends the inning. So a unconventional 1-2-3 frame is a single, then a double play, and then a 3 unassisted. We'll be right back. We're done 3. Tom Sox trail 5-0.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
Top of the 4th, set to get underway here at the Joe Airport Field. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver here as Tom Sox looking to get back in this one, but they have to have a shutdown inning from Nolan Bethel back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work.
Yeah, the 2nd inning is the only inning that the Sox really looked good defensively. There was some miscommunication in that last one that sparked a rally from Covington, and luckily a couple of amazing plays from the outfield was what got the Sox back to the bats.
Frankie Clark up to bat here, top of the order for the Lumberjacks. First pitch goes to the backstop and off the mitt. Ben Cardone. But no consequence there, just that it's a ball and no strikes. Quick pitching here from Bethel. The 1-0 is by the chute, tops 2 balls, no strikes. Frankie Clark 0 for 2 today, both by way of Caden Combs and the putouts. 2-0 finds his own. By the kneecaps, 2 balls, 1 strike. Righty on righty matchup. 2-1. Can't find the zone. Again, attacking that lower half, just can't come up with it.
Just doesn't seem like there's a lot of confidence from this pitching staff so far tonight. They need to find it. They need a play that really boosts their level of confidence that can spark the offense on the other side.
3-1. Inside, ball 4. A 5-pitch walk to lead off the top of the 4th. And starting with the top of the order, now I'll bring up Ambrosio. So I'll bring up Jake Ambrosio. He's 1 for 2 today at a single and a line out back in the 1st and 2nd, respectively. First pitch. It's fouled right back behind him. No balls and strike. Hits that fence in the backstop.
Important for Bethel to get ahead early. Now he's in control of the at-bat, and it's Ambrosio that's fighting from behind.
A runner at first. Ambrosio faces the 0-1. Throw back to first is not in time, so that's going to be a ball. It's 1-1.
Again, Cardone on his toes behind the plate. That's going to happen at some point. Ambrosio with him at the plate and Clark on first.
Gotta like the pop time already from Cardone, who's had a runner caught stealing already today. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pitch almost spiked the dirt, and now you're talking about that leverage in the count. It's 1-2. Bethel looking to set him down here via the punch out. Will be the most intended outcome. The 1-2 runs inside. 2-2. He'll have to wait one more pitch. Speaking of 2-2, we got a scoring update from the World Cup.
Yeah, Croatia just leveled it in the 104th minute. There's a VAR review. You know how that works.
Against Portugal. Here in round of 32 in the knockouts. 2-2. Is in the lefty batter's box. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Is a much, much better pitch from Bethel, though. He's had really good control in this at-bat. This is a big pitch. Go with your best stuff, but try to get Ambrosio to chase.
Bethel back to first. The throw is in time. There goes your pickoff.
I mean, you felt it was coming, right? He'd been doing that since the first inning, and Frankie Clark, the first victim of the 2-3 putout. Very rare, but very effective. Now the base is cleared, and you have a chance to throw one more pitch and get another out.
So now 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. Bases are now empty. Payoff pitch. That one's in the air, right field, tracking it down. And making the catch is Braden Bachman for out number 2. And there goes the momentum. It's just shifted completely in this inning.
In the last pitch, you've gotten 2 outs. I mean, that's an impressive stretch of pitches for the Sox. And now bases are cleared, 1 more out to go, but this guy's tough to get out.
Absolutely, talking about Cross Yarborough. When he puts the ball in play, he's better than anybody else on the team with a .421 batting average. On balls in play, the BABIP is becoming a bit of a more popular stat.
Not sure. I hadn't really heard of it until today, but I'm also not super into the statistical ins and outs of baseball. So
0-1. Check swing. I'll say to not go. It's ball and 1 strike. Yeah, I mean it's just an awesome field to go into. OPS, plate appearances, strikeout rate, walk rate, BABIP, OPS plus, and a new metric it came up with. 2 balls, 1 strike. Called the hitting success index.
So you came up with that?
Yeah. Or actually ChatGPT came up with that.
Okay. What does that entail?
I'll explain after the 2-1. That's down low. 3 balls and a strike. So I believe from what I hear, it takes the league average and league OPS and takes how good you are as compared to that. And the Sox have a couple of good bats in that. 3-1 in the air. Left center field. Neely coming under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. So Nolan Bethel and the Sox limit the damage. A huge change in momentum as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Sox look to keep that going. We'll be right back here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
Bottom of the 4th setting to get underway. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver here on this Thursday night clash. It's still a very hot one out. It's a hot one in the press box.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually sweating just sitting down in here and broadcasting the game, which is uncharacteristic, but hey, you never know what you're going to get with Summer League baseball, and this is definitely a first. So a 98 degrees start temperature at 8 p.m. is definitely a first.
So from 143 to another 43, it's Luke Richards still on the mound now for his 4th inning of work.
He's looked really good so far. The Sox have not been able to really capture on that hanging breaking ball. He's forcing a lot of weak contact. 1, 2, 3 innings for him as well. When you talk about batting order, not setting them down in order. But he's only allowed to hit an inning, no runs. But he hasn't done a strike. He hasn't gotten any strikeouts yet, or even a walk. So
big opportunity for Chase Jackson. It'll be Jackson, Combs, and Craddock here in this bottom of the 4th. First pitch. Shows bunt. And goes through for a strike. You don't really see Chase Jackson showing bunt a lot. It's usually Will Yao.
Yeah, Jackson, it's a good way to get started in an inning and getting on base as well. But if it doesn't pay off, it looks a little embarrassing.
0-1. Off the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, now the third baseman, Alfonso, playing really, really tightly in. See him almost in that infield grass.
Almost covering the bunt. Watch the liner. It could be a comebacker. 1-1 pitch. Can't find the zone. A veteran take from Chase Jackson.
Exactly. When the bats aren't hot, try and earn walks or try and earn long at-bats that turn into hittable pitches.
Sox are 7th in the BBL in walks, 142 this year. The 2-1 finds the zone by the kneecaps. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chase Jackson was many a strikeout victim early on in his tenure with the Tom Sox. He's got 14, but Sox haven't been set down by the punch-out at all this game. 2-2. Skips in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Not looking for the announcer's jinx, of course.
You believe in that?
Yeah,
You do?
absolutely.
Not a fan of it. I think it's a hoax. I guess we'll see after this pitch.
Indeed we will. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. There you go.
Well, maybe I'm a believer. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of saying that, like, no-hitter thing. I will do it if it's the other team and their pitcher is on a good roll. I'll maybe try and throw my hat in the field and get that bad juju out there. But, yeah, the announcer's jinx, I don't know. It's a bit cliche.
Well, if you're talking about jinxes, right now, the Lumberjacks are working on a shutout bid through 3 1/3, as that'll bring up Caden Combs. First pitch is foul back.
If he were to hit a home run here, then maybe I would believe in it after that.
Yeah, I mean, in talking about Covington, they have had a shutout of Waynesboro back on June 19th, looking for their first since that. Not sure how likely it'll be in this one. The 0-1 is shot on the ground to third. Easy play across the diamond. Alfonso to Levesque for out number 2.
Apart from that hit from McCollum back in the first, the Sox just haven't been able to put the ball on the ground and skirt it through the gaps in the infield. It's always been weaker contact, and even the harder hit balls been pretty easy for those outfielders to glove.
So I'll bring up Luke Craddock. Craddock got out by way of the 5-3 put out to lead off the second as a home plate umpire calls time as a ball goes all the way to the backstop. Hoping that it's not from the Sox bullpen, but we've seen worse.
I've seen a lot of opposing teams have their bullpen throws come to the backstop. Not a whole lot from the Sox, but you never know.
It's very Alex Box Stadium-esque with the bullpens on the playing surface. First pitch is cranked in the air, foul. It'll get by the batting cages and actually hits off the roof and plays roof ball down to the Sox bullpen. Foul ball. Craddock gets ready again. 2 outs, bases empty. 0-1, swing and a miss. Tough one for Craddock. He's working on a 4-game hitting streak and has doubled in 3 straight games, looking to make that number 5 and number 4 respectively.
This would be a huge time to get that double that he's done the last few times out.
0-2. Swing and a miss. They blew up by him, and now that keeps the momentum for the Covington Lumberjacks going into the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. Tom Sox trail 5-0. You're listening and tuning in to the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
Connor Hedgepeth, the new man on the mound for the Tom Sox, will have the numbers on him in just a second, but we'll go right to the box score for the last pitcher for the Tom Sox, and Nolan Bethel. He went, for him it was 2 innings pitched, and as well for him it was 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. One walk and no strikeouts, and now that'll bring up Connor Hedgepeth. What do you got on him?
Oh, Hedgepeth has been incredible his last few outings. He's really lowered that ERA, and that breaking ball we talked about, it may be one of the better breaking balls on this entire team. Recently signed with Charleston Southern, so he's got that momentum going into a D1 Big South team. And yeah, he's a native of Powhatan, Virginia. This will be his 6th appearance, 5th in relief. Only pitching 8 2/3 innings, but we've seen his outings increase every time. He only has a 1.04 ERA.
I believe that was 2nd in the Valley League last we checked, at least with in terms of the qualified arms. And now the first pitch is going to skip in the dirt to the backstop.
Yeah, he sits at 3rd right now for qualified pitchers behind Dimitri and Hensley of Purcellville and Waynesboro.
There's Matthew Dimitri. The 1-0 finds the zone in the inside corner. Ball and a strike.
It all starts with the defense for the Sox. If you can get Hedgepeth through 3, maybe more innings of shutout ball, that would be huge.
Swing and a miss on the 1-1. Connor Hedgepeth coming into this game, it'll be his 6th appearance. 8 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Obviously, that 1.04 ERA. 1-2. Skips in the dirt again. And that hit off the chest plate of Ben Cardone. He's going to have to take a breather, take 5.
Yeah, it looks like it skipped and caught him up underneath, and taking a little walk around the bag, around the base, and just making sure he's all right. Mike Mackey giving him some time to recuperate, but his pitcher is in a good count. Expect maybe a breaking ball from Hedgepeth. Don't believe we've seen that just yet.
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, last time I said it wasn't what that was. It was at the shoe tops. 2-2 is fouled off, but yeah. I don't believe it hit off the chest plate. It hit off somewhere else, but it's glad he's all right. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the 5th. Tom Sox trail 5-0. 2-2. Down low, skips in the dirt again, so that'll run the count full. Darius Brown up to the plate. Zach Dorlag on deck. He's working on a 2-for-2 day. He's got 3 RBIs. Payoff pitch from Hedgepeth. Swing and a miss. He got him. There you go. 1 at-bat, 1 strikeout for Connor Hedgepeth.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big. You think about how Nolan Bethel started out the last inning, or his appearance. It was a 6-3 put out, and then an error. So if you can get another out, it's a lot of confidence.
First pitch sucked on the ground, foul, and right over the Gatorade bucket. I guess you can say however they hold the Gatorade. It's a container. Either way, it's foul ball. 0-1. Skips in the dirt, nearly hits the crowd mic. Out of the backstop, 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's been wishy-washy in the first couple of at-bats from Hedgepeth. He's hit the zone many times, but then when it misses very wide. It's not giving the chance for the batters to chase.
1-1. Finds the zone on the breaking ball. A ball and 2 strikes.
It's a really good dip by Hedgepeth. And Cardone, again, another really good frame to catch the eye of Mackey.
1-2. That one in the air to left field, but very playable for Lucas Ream, who does not have to move far to make the catch for out number 2.
Hard hit ball. It's getting a little humider outside, so the air is a little bit thicker. Ball may not travel just as far as it was at the start of the first pitch. Still, that ball was crushed by Dorlag, and luckily Ream was in the right place at the right time.
So that will bring up Dariel Castillo. As a reminder, Landon Weaver will be taking over the play-by-play duties in the bottom of the 5th at the end of this inning. First pitch is foul. I'll be on color. But still the same producer, same graphics, same everything else. And we appreciate you guys for sticking with us on this very sticky and hot Thursday night. A 1 from Hedgepeth. In the air, right field, and it's in foul territory and well foul. No balls, 2 strikes coming up.
Hedgepeth inducing some weak contact in the last couple of at-bats. The tapper that was foul with Castillo, then that foul ball. Now look to put this one in play.
0-2. Chipped on the ground and once again foul. Run to the backstop. I believe that's train number 1 of the game.
It's the first I've heard it. Going late at night. Some late night shipment through Charlottesville.
There you go. Bases are empty, 2 men gone. Here in the top of the 5th, Tom Sox trail 5-0. 0-2 is upstairs. Check swing. Third base umpire says he did not go.
Castillo chasing that high fastball. Lucky that third base umpire Robert Roop didn't call him out. It looked like a bit of a revolution, but it's hard to tell when you're behind the batter instead of in line.
Castillo 1 for 1 with the walk today. 1-2. Slapped on the ground, and that is, well, foul. Or I should say slap in the air. Either way, that is hard contact.
It was slapped, no doubt about it.
Now back to the box. It's righty on lefty. Hedgepeth goes. He was an opener last time. I was able to provide some great length. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Breaking ball gets him out of the inning, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. Landon Weaver on play-by-play. Tom Sox trail 5-0. We'll be right back here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
It's the bottom of the 5th. 5, 6, and 7 are due up for the Tom Sox as they trail Covington 5-0 at home. Landon Weaver, Brian Portney with you on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network. So glad to have you all along with us. It's a muggy Thursday evening, a later start time tonight because of the 100-degree heat that has plagued all of Virginia today. Brian, how are you? Would you stay inside today? I mean, it's hard to go outside.
Yeah, as much as possible. I let my friend into the gym this morning. That was pretty much it. And that was a tough walk anyways because he's not wearing the type of fabric that I am right now, and I'm still feeling the heat. Speaking of 5, 6, 7, the attendance today is 67 here at the Joe Airport.
Yeah, not as many people as you would expect, but with the temperature, the later start time, and the weekday, not a whole lot of Sox fans coming out. But that doesn't mean that the support isn't vocal as Lucas Reams steps up. He's 1 for 1 with a single back in the 2nd. They need a spark. Can the Shippensburg University Raider be the one? Takes a first pitch ball.
Well, he does have a lot of speed. At least out there in the field. On the base paths, it's a story of that as well. He's got 3 stolen bases on the year.
A big bat, the man from Pennsylvania. Luke Richards still out there on the bump for Covington as Ream fouls that one off, 1-1. The Sox have been better defensively over the last couple of innings. Connor Hedgepeth came in the 5th, retired the Lumberjacks in order with 2 strikeouts of his own, and before that it was Nolan Bethel ending his outing with a 1-2-3 inning. Ream fouls it back, 1-2. The Sox just haven't had any forward momentum with the bats today.
Yeah, we were talking about those keys. It's about keeping up with that momentum, just get one after another, but they really haven't been able to string much more than just 1 hit per inning.
They're coming off a loss last night up in Front Royal, the Cardinals defeating the Sox 3-1. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Ream retired with a strikeout to start the bottom of the 5th.
The Sox didn't have any strikeouts before the 4th, and since the last 4 ABs, it's been 3 strikeouts.
Not quite the recipe for success, but there's still a lot of game to be played. We're only halfway through, and a 5-run lead can be cut to 1 with the swing of a bat. Obviously, there's got to be some work to be done to get to that point as Bachman digs in. The ball skips up after hitting the dirt. It's 1-0.
Right
Bachman on a 3-game hitting streak and a 4-game on-base streak. He did get on base with a fielder's choice, but yet to record a hit today.
I don't know if that's, I think technically by the book he's 0 for 1, but we all know he reached base.
Getting some vocal support from the dugout. That's a positive sign. You want to have your dugout being vocal, being supportive no matter the score. And I can't tell exactly whose voice that is, but there are some vocal leaders out there. You know, Caden Combs on the dugout, Dom Caffarillo in there as well.
I was just thinking about Dom Caffarillo.
2-0. Good take by Bachman. It's 3-0. Big hitters count for the Chesapeake native.
That's a recipe for success. He's got 5 walks on the year. And in his time frame, that's pretty good, considering the sample size.
He may be batting below the Mendoza line, but his plate discipline is something to marvel at. He earns his 6th walk of the season and gets the Sox started on base with 1 out. And Harrison Campy, new addition to this Tom Sox squad, up to bat. The Wofford Terrier, he'll be a senior in this upcoming season, but flew out to center in his first at-bat as a Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Yeah, but talking about Braden Bachman, I mean, he's got an 18% walk rate on the year, about middle of the pack for the Tom Sox, but good to look at regardless.
It's the first walk issued by Luke Richards tonight, the lefty, going strong through 4 1/3. First pitch to Campy in the dirt. He had some good pop on that flyout as well earlier. He got under it a little bit, but was still able to lift it and not make it difficult for center fielder Brown, but make it a little bit testy.
Absolutely.
So a runner on, and Braden Bachman after he earned the first walk of the day for the Sox. Here's the 1-0. Taken down low. Campy, more good plate discipline. He had a long at-bat in that 2nd inning, and now we'll get a mound visit as Luke Richards has dealt a number of balls in a row. I'm not sure the exact amount, but it's getting up there.
Ball 6, as spotted by our shadow today, Jonah Brown, aspiring broadcaster and a current school broadcaster at Fork Union Military Academy.
Well, Richards is lucky that this is Cho Airport Field at Charlottesville High School rather than an SEC school. He'd be getting ripped to shreds right now after the mound visit.
Yeah, I mean, it is ball 6. For those of you who say Texas A&M coined it, they own it. No, because Medlar Field at Lebrano Park also does it. Section 814, the Penn State student section. You guys aren't special.
It's the beautiful thing of college baseball. Every home venue has its own little thing. Harrison Campy trying to work a good at-bat. He pops this one up into the air. Easy catch for Clark, the second baseman, and he makes it for 2 outs. Now Bryce Neely up to bat, 1 for 1 with a single that came back in the third.
Yeah, I mean, in that quick sample size, it's just, you know, both contacts go to the middle, but, I mean, that one was just off the hands.
Bryce Neely, the only Tom Sock this season to record a single, double, triple, and home run. He's got 2 homers, his latest coming on Saturday against Waynesboro. He takes a first pitch ball. That one came at Cho Airport Field, one of the few home runs by the Sox to be hit at home. He joins a short list of him and Ben Cardone.
Exactly. Who's on deck, by the way?
Nearly a month had passed. Cardone hit that home run when the Sox had played against the Woodstock River Bandits in their home opener. A game they lost 16-9 to Woodstock all the way back on May 31st, and then on June 27th, Neely was able to launch one over the left field wall, and that's nearly 30 days without a home run.
I mean, maybe a lot, but again, it is a wood bat league, so.
And I know you ran the numbers, and this park especially is one of the harder parks to hit out of.
I could go into detail about that.
The 1-1. Neely takes strike 2.
Yeah, I mean, just as of this year and right now, it could be noise, could not be noise, but Tom Sox have the 8th most hitter-friendly ballpark, with the park factor of just 2 ticks under 100, which is the baseline.
It's interesting numbers to crunch. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes, but it's a strikeout from Bryce Neely that ends the 5th. Sox still scoreless as we head to the top of the 6th.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at tomsox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Want to support the Tom Sox?
Hey everyone, welcome back. Cho Airport Field. We are now switching on to a radio broadcast. Technical difficulties up in the press box. The score is still 5-0. You guys missed, unfortunately, an incredible inning from Connor Hedgepeth. 1-2-3, picking up 2 more strikeouts as there's a swing and a miss from Ben Cardone as he's in a 1-1 count, no outs. Bottom of the 6th as the Sox still trail 5-0. Landon Weaver with you with Brian Portney on the Tom Sox radio network. It's crazy we've been on radio and broadcast network in the same game. 1-1 pitch. Luke Richards still in the contest for the Jacks. Here it is. Upstairs and away at the chest. 2-1.
Well, talk about versatility, and some market true broadcasters are able to just go from TV to radio and radio back to TV at any point in time.
Richards now in his 6th inning of work, working against the bottom of the order, Ben Cardone, in a 5-run advantage. The 2-1 from Richards. Breaking ball just misses the top half of the zone. Ball 3 rather. Covington put up 2 runs in the first. 3 runs in the third, and now they hold a 5-0 lead. 3-1 count for Richards against Ben Cardone. The pitch misses on the inside edge, belt height, and Cardone takes first base.
And there you go, a little 5-pitch walk to get things started. You always like that. And talk about stringing momentum together. Here and there, you're going to need whatever you can get, especially from Cardone at the bottom of the order.
So no outs, a runner on, and Ben Cardone at first after he drew the second walk of Luke Richards' outing. Up to bat, top of the order. And Grayson McCollum. Bottom 6, Sox trail 5-0. The pitch from Richards misses and hits the knees of the catcher Yarborough behind the plate. Sox wearing their navy blue jerseys with green sleeves. The Lumberjacks wearing their road navies with Jacks written in cursive blue lettering across the chest. Richards, glove at his waist, delivers the 1-0. Swung on and missed by McCollum, 1-1 with no outs. And the Sox trailing by 5. A runner on first and Ben Cardone.
Big situation here. Big spot in the game right now.
Richards gets his signal from Yarborough behind the plate. Checks on Cardone. Cardone runs to second. The throw over to that bag. A diving tag not applied by the second baseman Clark. And Cardone slides in safely. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss from McCollum. No outs and a runner in scoring position. The first for the Sox all game as they trail 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Cardone steal second and third on a single go-around, so would not be surprising if he makes the 90-foot turn here.
The 1-2 pitch with a runner on from Richards. It's upstairs and away. Yarborough has to get up off of his knees to glove it. And the count runs even at 2 apiece. Again, Sox trail 5-0 to a Covington team with 7 wins through 23 games. Richards delivers. Breaking ball misses way outside. Full count coming up for the first lead batter, Grayson McCollum. Cardone over on second. He's in scoring position, and McCollum, with runners in scoring position, has been phenomenal this season.
It's first time today they have a runner in scoring position.
The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Drop strike 3. McCollum running over to first. And that's the first out as the throw is made over to Levesque, but not before Cardone advances himself all the way to third, now 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the contest for the Tom Sox.
Yeah, call it I guess you'd say, a neutral outcome. I mean, win-win. Everybody benefits. Somebody gets an out. Somebody gets to advance a runner.
Now batting is Chase Jackson. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Again, Cardone on third, 1 out. Jackson lines it into the gap between second and third, and that's the first run of the contest for Ben Cardone. Chase Jackson, an RBI single when the Sox needed it most. Your new score, Covington 5, Charlottesville 1.
Yeah, right past the glove of the third baseman, Alfonso. And he's getting his money's worth at the hot corner in his debut, and a real nice drive from Chase Jackson. He's been swinging a hot bat.
So Cardone gets around to score. Now it brings up Caden Combs, who we've been waiting for it all season, Brian. We've been waiting for the big bat to show. First pitch to the big man from Auburn, skips away from the catcher, and Jackson takes second base off of the pass ball. 1-0 count towards Caden Combs, the 6'4", Gardendale, Alabama native, with Chase Jackson over on second. Another runner in scoring position for the Sox to deal with. Luke Richards now 5 1/3 innings pitched. The 1-0 misses down low, 2-0.
I mean, good to see from Chase Jackson, and this team is really solid once it's able to just advance the base runners.
2-0 count to Combs. He's 2 for 9 this season with runners in scoring position. Richards comes set, fires the pitch, and it hits that outside corner at the knees. 2-1 with an out gone, and the Sox trailing 5-1 in the bottom half of the 6th. They need runs, and they need runs fast, Brian, and Caden Combs certainly has the bat to bring home runs. Chase Jackson trying to steal third. The throw over to the bag, not in time. Jackson slides in head first. The diving attempt to tag by Alfonso not there. And again, runner at third base, and Caden Combs up to bat, just 1 out in the inning. Sox trail by 4.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about it that way. Chase Jackson, there's a reason why he had 23 stolen bases in the spring for Seminole State. He just has that speed across the base paths, and he's really been turning it on late in the summer.
The 2-2, Combs swing and a miss. 2 gone with a runner on third, and it's up to Luke Craddock to bring the waiting Chase Jackson home in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Craddock working on that hitting streak. And, I mean, you say he's doubled in the last 3 straight games, and we'll see what he can do here.
2 gone, and Craddock up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 1 of 6 from Luke Richards today. Here's the first pitch to Craddock, swing and a miss. 0-1.
Yeah, it's just a healthy hack. He was a tick behind the off speed. Now we'll see what he can do with the runner at third.
Richards in communication with the Yarborough behind the plate. Gets his signal. Comes set and tosses the 0-1. Craddock, another swing and a miss. 0-2 with 2 outs. Sox down 5-1.
Breaking news, the crowd mic is on.
We have added natural sound to this radio broadcast. 0-2 count with a runner on third. The pitch from Richards, swing and a miss from Craddock, and that ends the bottom of the 6th. Sox get 1 back. It's 5-1 as we head into the 7th inning on the Tom Sox Radio Network.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference.
Welcome back. Joe Airport Field. Landon Weaver and Brian Portney with you on the Tom Sox Radio Network. Covington leads 5-1 as we head into the top of the 7th. A defensive change for the Sox. Will Yao replaces Harrison Campy at the shortstop position. And Connor Hedgepeth now working in his 3rd inning of work. He's sat down Covington in order in both of his first 2 innings.
Yeah, I mean, he did a real good job with that 1-2-3 frame, 2 strikeouts to end it there. And, well, yeah, there you go.
4 strikeouts for him so far. He's now facing the top of the order. Deals a first pitch strike on the outer edge to Frankie Clark, who is 0 for 2 today with a walk that came back in the top of the 4th. The 0-1 from Hedgepeth. Breaking ball misses down low at the shoes. 1-1.
Yeah, it came back to bite him, actually. He got picked off at first. A rare 1-3 put out.
Hedgepeth gets situated on the bump. Glove at his chest, now his face. The 1-1. Breaking ball into the dirt. 2-1.
Yeah, it's just the consequence of having such a great breaking ball. Sometimes it's going to spike the dirt, and more than you'd like it to, but it's fine.
Here's the 2-1 offering. Fastball just misses the lower half of the zone that time. 3 balls and a strike. Hedgepeth needs to work back quickly against top of the order Frankie Clark. Jake Ambrosio on deck. The 3-1 offering spiked into the dirt, and it's a 4-1 walk.
Yeah, I mean, you're just waiting if you're going to throw that breaking ball to have somebody fish for that. And, you know, the batter and Frankie Clark was not fooled. It's back-to-back walks for him.
First walk of Connor Hedgepeth's outing. If he records an out in this inning, it'll be the longest the Tom Sock has gone today. Both Gary Gibson II and Nolan Bethel only pitching 2 full innings. First pitch offering to Jake Ambrosio. Runs way inside. Ambrosio having to back out of the righty's batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. And Frankie Clark for Covington on first base. The Lumberjacks lead the Sox 5-1, top of the 7th. Hedgepeth kicks, delivers the 1-0. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Cardone wanted to throw to first, but lost control of the ball as he popped up.
I almost had the back pick, and sometimes you're thinking too much about the throw that you just can't make the transfer. And it's still a good pop time from Cardone. It's always nice to see that.
Took his eye off the ball a little bit there. Hedgepeth getting ready again. Checks on Clark at first. Kicks and delivers the 1-1. Breaking ball that misses below the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
I mean, the thing is that you got to use sometimes the breaking ball to establish the fastball, but now you got to just get the fastball at some point.
He loves his breaking ball, but as you said, the fastball can be useful when it catches the batter off guard. Hedgepeth's 2-1, bunt shown, dribbled right back to Hedgepeth. He tosses the first, and Combs gloves it for the first out of the 7th, but not before Frankie Clark moves himself into scoring position off of the 1-3.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Hedgepeth, I think you'll take that. You know, you finally see bat on a ball, even if it's just a bunt. So I think in that case, you let it happen. You go back, and that's fine.
Cross Yarborough steps up to bat. The VBL All-Star, 1 of 3 for the Lumberjacks, 1 of 2 on the offensive side.
I believe the other was Eli Porter.
Here's the first pitch to Cross. It catches that outside half at the waist. Strike 1 with an out gone, and the Sox trailing by 4. Yes, Eli Porter, the other Lumberjack that is an All-Star. He's a pitcher. The other outfielder, Chris Carroll, out in left field, All-Star for the Lumberjacks. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing that dribbles off the right foot of Cardone. Clark takes third base off the pass ball. It's a 1-1 count with 1 out. A runner on third, and Cross Yarborough, the big bat for Covington, at the plate. He's driven in 14 runs so far this season.
Yeah, the verdict was a passed ball. So that'll move the runner up 90 feet, and that'll create an infield in shift for the Sox defense.
Hedgepeth gets his signal. Kicks, delivers the 1-1. Fouled backwards by Yarborough. The Sox not without VBL All-Stars either, and all 3 of the All-Stars are on the pitching staff, and Evan Allwine, Lucas Cash, and Brandon Dahlman. Hedgepeth, the way he's been playing like an All-Star, just did not receive the votes.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a case at some point in the year where he's going to be called on to be an All-Star.
The 1-2 from Hedgepeth. Called strike 3 on the outer edge. It left Yarborough staring at it in that righty's batter's box.
Yeah, good to see from him. I mean, the thing is that, you know, with the breaking ball, if you leave it up, yes, you're locating, but you hang him, we bang him. And right there, he's able to go fastball elevated, and that works even better.
Brings up Darius Brown with 2 outs, and Frankie Clark off of third base with the Jacks up by 4. First pitch strike to Darius Brown on the lower half.
It's just steaming in this press box.
It is hot. Brown 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. The first of 5 for Connor Hedgepeth. He fouls this one way up, out of foul territory to the right and out of play. 0-2 with 2 outs. Sox looking for yet another scoreless inning on defense. They've pitched 3 in a row thanks to Connor Hedgepeth and Nolan Bethel. The 2-2 from Hedgepeth. Swing and a miss into the mitt of Cardone. Sox trail 5-1 but have all the momentum going into the bottom of the 7th. For now, we stretch on the Tom Sox Radio Network.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference.
Welcome back. We've stretched. We're ready for the bottom of the 7th. Charlottesville down 5-1, but Connor Hedgepeth, Brian, has come in and dealt some very important innings. 3 straight scoreless for him, 4 straight scoreless for the Sox, and 6 strikeouts to go along with it.
Yeah, 6 strikeouts actually matches the total that he has had on the season. He had 6 strikeouts coming into this one, and it is undoubtedly a season high.
On the offensive end, it's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Tom Sox, starting with left fielder Lucas Ream, who is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout. That came in his last at-bat, bottom of the 5th. Luke Richards still in the contest for Covington. He deals a first pitch ball that goes through the legs of Yarborough and Mike Mackey behind the plate before going to the backstop, where Braden Bachman, who is on deck, picks it up and brings it back over to the Sox dugout.
Yeah, you want to waste that first pitch there and hoping that's getting it out of the way if you're the pitcher in Richards.
1-0 count. Richards delivers. Swung on and driven into the shortstop glove of Castile. He bobbles it, throws over to first, but Ream beats the throw. An infield single for Lucas Ream. And that kickstarts the Sox for the bottom of the 7th.
I mean, you'll still take that if you're Lucas Ream. Ends up being an E6, but getting on base any means possible. There's a chance here for the Sox to keep that momentum up.
Up next for the Sox, Braden Bachman drew a walk in his last at-bat off of Luke Richards. The first pitch with Lucas Ream off of first, swung on and missed by Bachman.
Yeah, got him swinging down the chute, and got to say that was a good pitch.
0-1 count with no outs, and the Sox down 5-1 to Covington. Richards takes a look at Ream over on first. Pitches the 0-1. It's swung on and slapped into left field, but Dorlag ranges over to his right and makes the catch for out number 1 of the home half of the 7th.
Yeah, just a tough one right there. It was a good piece of contact. It just ended up to the right of Zach Dorlag. That's going down, but yeah, I mean, if the sky were green, then we'd be wondering what's going on up there.
Will Yao next up to bat, pinch hitter and defensive substitution for Harrison Campy. He's been in a bit of a slump lately, but will look to break out of it with a runner on and Lucas Ream. First pitch he sees runs way inside. Yarborough having to dive to his left to glove it. 1 out. Sox trail 5-1 to Covington in the bottom of the 7th.
Will Yao looking to break out of a he's only had 3 RBIs on the season, his last one being on June 17th.
The 1-0 from Richards. Throw back to first. The tag applied. Not there. Levesque unable to get the ball to Lucas Ream's back in time. But quick pop by Yarborough behind the plate. 1-1 count for Luke Richards to work with. He's in his 7th inning of work. He's dealt through 6 1/3 so far. He comes set, delivers the 1-1. Runner goes. Ream slides foot first into second, and he's there in next to no time. The tag applied, not there either. A stolen bag for Lucas Ream, and yet another runner in scoring position for Charlottesville.
Ream got a bad jump there, but overall he's able to beat the throw because by the time he's halfway up the base path, he's just charging down to that second base bag.
Will Yao just 1 hit on the season with a runner in scoring position. The 2-1 misses low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. He's 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position is Will Yao, the incoming freshman. But that just means he's due for one, Brian.
Absolutely.
He stands in the righty's batter's box against the lefty, Luke Richards. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Yao cracks it over to third. The throw back. Now Ream's in a bit of a rundown. The tag is applied at second. Ream just kind of stood there. Seemed indecisive, but trying to catch off an error from Covington. He couldn't. And there's 2 gone. The lead runner out. Will Yao reaches base.
Yeah, by the 5-4 fielder's choice, and if you see that on your scorebooks, you're going to see, oh, it's just a regular 5-4. No, because it's almost like that Pirates base running back against the Cubs a couple years ago.
It's an interesting play to say the least, but Sox still have a runner on in Will Yao. He's speedy. And now Bryce Neely, future teammate of Yao, up to bat. Runner goes. Yao sliding foot first into second, and he's there safely. Almost identical to what Luke Ream did just a moment ago. Count is 1-0 with 2 outs, and Neely now batting with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Cross Yarborough leads the Valley League in runners caught stealing at 10 this year, and you know, every time the Sox have been against him, they've been able to steal on him.
Neely 4 hits with runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-0 from Richards, cut on and missed by Bryce Neely, the righty. An 8-hole batter for Charlottesville. 1 ball and a strike. 9 RBIs for Neely on the season through those 4 hits with runners in scoring position. Neely also 2 home runs on the season. Richards checks on Yao at second. Now turns his focus to home. Delivers a breaking ball that catches the lower half of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. And a 4-run advantage for the Lumberjacks.
Neely's got to watch it here. He's normally about 1-2 ticks behind the fastball. And he might go heater, Luke Richards. Watch out.
Bottom 7 and 2 gone. Richards gets his signal from Yarborough. Delivers the pitch. Just misses on the outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Very, very close one there. Very, very close.
Yao, a 5-step lead off of second base. He's in scoring position for Neely to work with. The 2-2. Yao goes to third. Swung on. Check swing. Yes, he did. Neely went around. And that's strike 3. And the inning is over. Sox still trail 5-1 at home.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference. Don't miss a single moment of Tom Sox baseball. Check out tomsox.org/schedule to see when the team is back in action.
Welcome back to Charlottesville, top of the 8th, and a new pitcher for the Tom Sox as they trail the Lumberjacks 5-1. It's Brandon Dahlman. Before we introduce him, let's close the book on Connor Hedgepeth, who threw a phenomenal outing through 3 innings, no hits, no runs, just 1 walk and 6 strikeouts, doubling his season total. New pitcher on the bump is Brandon Dahlman. Brian, what do we have on him?
Yeah, it'll be his 7th appearance of the year for number 7. 16 1/3 innings pitched. Got 6 hits, 3 runs, and a whopping 32 strikeouts to 5 walks this year. He's been fantastic all across the board, and a 1.10 ERA to boot.
He's one of, if not the best pitcher in all of the Valley League. Those 32 strikeouts put him at 2nd in all of the Valley Baseball League. Only 15 games pitched for Liberty this past season in a 7.92 ERA up in Lynchburg, but he's been lights out for the Sox when they've needed him most. And they need him now. Zach Dorlag up to bat. First pitch swinging, liner into right. Nice glove by Bachman, who came on a flying sprint towards the ball. And that's out number 1.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 swing went out, and you got to like it right there from Bachman, who's in position to make that play, and it's out number 1.
Another defensive change for the Sox. Samuel Summerlin now catching for Charlottesville. Battery of Dahlman pitching and Summerlin catching, with lefty Daniel Castillo up to bat with 1 out. First pitch outside from Brandon Dahlman. 1-0 with 1 out. Sox trail 5-1 in the top of the 8th. The 1-0, swing and a miss from Castillo. He wanted all of that and then some. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
But then he got none of it.
That was the end result. Brandon Dahlman typically has that effect on batters. The 1-1. Right down the middle, a fastball for strike 2. Castillo, an interesting uniform choice. He's wearing a bright green arm sleeve on his left arm that looks eerily similar to the Sox jerseys. Almost can't tell them apart. The 1-2 from Dahlman. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 33 for the Sox ace.
Yeah, Dahlman's been fantastic out of the bullpen, and it's just because of that. You know, it's really 1A, 1B in terms of Connor Hedgepeth and Brandon Dahlman in terms of the breaking ball. But I think you said it. Like, when you see 7 on the mound, you just want to go right back.
Yeah, you might as well chalk up and out, right?
Right.
There's not many pitchers that give you that feeling. First pitch breaking ball, and there it is again, catching that inside corner on the short frame of Jose Alfonso for strike 1 with 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Sox in a 4-run deficit.
It's deceptive.
Glove at the waist. Dahlman fires home. Misses the zone into the dirt. Samuel Summerlin jogs to his right to glove it.
As a reminder, the Tom Sox are wearing their home navy blues with green lettering, as for Covington, also navy blue.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss from Alfonso.
Got the teal numbers and the teal lettering. Both have white pants, although you can't really tell at this point in the game all the dirt that's accumulated.
The 1-2 with 2 outs. Dahlman deals. Popped up foul off the hands of Alfonso in that righty's batter's box. The righty Dahlman in a battle trying to get out of the inning and pitch the Sox into a 5th scoreless frame, holding Covington scoreless since the top of the 3rd. 1 strike away. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball into the dirt. 2-2.
Almost had that there. Again, you don't want to hang it in the zone, but if it's anybody you trust to do that, might be him. But you're not in get me over territory yet. It's 2-2.
Dahlman glove at the face, now the waist. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Dahlman. 2 strikeouts to retire Covington. It's 5-1. We head into the bottom of the 8th at Cho Airport Field.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference. Don't miss a single moment of Tom Sox baseball. Check out tomsox.org/schedule to see when the team is back in action. Learn from the best this summer. Join Tom Sox players and coaches in our annual summer camps. It's a chance for kids ages 6 to 12 to learn from the past, present, and future of baseball. Find more information and sign up at tomsox.org/summercamp.
After 7 scoreless innings from Luke Richards, he's finally taken out of the contest. And introducing Daniel Perrick, the new arm for the Covington Lumberjacks out of Florida Memorial in Miami, Florida. This will be his 5th game for the Lumberjacks this season, and his first at-bat against 18 Sam Summerlin. His first at-bat of the contest, he replaced Ben Cardone in the top of the 8th at the catching position.
Yeah, I mean, you need a spark on offense, and you can get into a guy who's had 2 RBIs in a game once.
Summerlin, a guy that has not had the hottest bat this season, but sometimes the best part of baseball is you never know what you're going to get, and maybe you can get a spark out of Sam Summerlin. The 1-0 offering to him inside, 2-0.
Backed him up a little bit there, and, you know, you're halfway to a walk. You can take that as well.
Summerlin, the lefty, against Perrick, the righty. Perrick has the glove at his chest, kicks and delivers the 2-0, popped up high in the sky, but sailing out of play. 2-1. Summerlin played his collegiate ball this past season at Kennesaw State, facing a 2-1 offering from Perrick. Here it is. Down low into the dirt, 3-1.
Yeah, Perrick coming in from Florida Memorial University, another NAIA school, as part of the Sun Conference, which mainly operates out of the Sunshine State of Florida.
The 3-1 from Perrick misses upstairs and away at head height. A 5-pitch walk from Daniel Perrick gives the Sox a base runner in Sam Summerlin. Next up, Grayson McCollum, another Kennesaw State Owl, former teammate of Sam Summerlin, has 1 hit He's 1 for 3 today. That hit the first at-bat of the game for the Sox, so all the way back in the first. First pitch, swing and a miss. That ball ran inside, but McCollum wanted it nonetheless. 0-1 with no outs, and the Sox down 5-1. Bottom of the 8th at Cho Airport Field. Parrick, glove at his chest, fires the 0-1 pitch. McCollum lines it into right field. Ranging toward his left is Mendez, and he makes the catch. Summerlin comes back to first. He'll stay there after the fly ball was caught by Mendez out in right, and that's one gone in the bottom of the 8th. Sox down to their last 5 outs to make up a 4-run lead.
Yeah, I mean, once again, just a good piece of hitting that just ends up finding a glove, but none better than the 9-1-2, and Summerlin getting on was huge. And you got Chase Jackson up to the plate.
He's 1 for 3 today. Shows bunt, pulls away. The pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Jackson, an RBI single in his last at-bat that came in the bottom of the 6th that put the first run up on the board for Charlottesville. Parrick fires the first. Summerlin slides head first safely. Still a 1-0 count with 1 out. Chase Jackson up to bat. Today's second baseman for Charlottesville. Righty on righty with Parrick on the bump. He delivers. Jackson lines it foul towards Covington's dugout. And the junior will dig back in for a 1-1 pitch.
I think it actually bounced and got into the fencing of the dugout, a short fence near the playing surface.
Jackson able to keep his on-base streak alive. It's now up to 9 games after the RBI single. The 1-1. Misses inside, 2-1. Jackson had to skip out of the way of that one to avoid being hit. 1 out, bottom 8, 4-run lead for Covington. The pitch, Jackson high fly ball, way up. Shortstop Castillo calling for it, and he makes the grab on the infield dirt. 2 outs, and the Sox trail by 4. Caden Combs up to bat with Sam Summerlin on first base after his leadoff walk to start the 8th.
And now it's just Parrick who's creating a lot of that soft contact, able to trust his defense behind him. He's able to set it up well for him, and now there's 2 gone.
Caden Combs today not his best. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Throw over to first. Summerlin slides in head first in time. Sox now down to their last 4 outs as we're in the bottom of the 8th and 2 are gone. Charlottesville trailing 5-1 against Covington. The first pitch to Combs, swung on and missed by Caden. 0-1.
Comes 0 for 3 today. 2 by way of the 5-3 putout, and 1 a swinging strikeout back in the 6th.
That was the 6th strikeout of Luke Richards' outing. Here's the 0-1. Combs swing and a miss, foul tip into the glove of Yarborough behind the plate. 0-2 with 2 outs. You need a hit here desperately to keep the inning alive, to advance the runner, and to give yourself a fighting shot of getting back into the contest. Sox trail by 4. Parrick toes the rubber with his right foot. Glove at his waist. Combs waves his bat in the righty's batter's box. Parrick gets his signal from Yarborough. Glove at his chest. He delivers the 0-2. Breaking ball misses upstairs at Combs' head. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's a consequence of laying it too high, not wanting to have a hanging breaking ball, and it's ball anyways.
Throw over to first. Summerlin again, head first slide back into the bag. He's safe. 1 ball and 2 strikes to 6'4" Caden Combs. Today's first baseman, a 5-game on-base streak, trying to keep it alive, but more importantly, trying to keep the Sox in the game. The 1-2, fouled off at the hands by Combs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This big at-bat keeps on extending. Parrick checks on Summerlin. gets his signal and delivers. 1-2, misses and hits Combs. Caden Combs hit by a pitch on the left elbow. He's walking towards first. Summerlin jogging over to second. And now Luke Craddock up to bat with 2 outs and 2 runners on. A big at-bat work by Caden Combs.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's just nothing you can do when it comes to the swinging strikeout, but jumble the words there. I think it's a hit by pitch. But either way, it's good to see that, and you got bases. Wow, I got to find my words here. Runners on first and second. Let's restart from that.
Runners on first and second. That's the first hit by pitch worked by either team today. Brock Clayton pinch hitting for Luke Craddock in the 4-hole spot. And a big, big spot. Runners on first and second, and a mound visit coming for Covington. 2 outs. A 5-1 lead for the Lumberjacks. And looks like that's going to be the outing for Daniel Perrick. A new pitcher coming into the contest for Covington will have his name and number after the break. Sox trail 5-1, bottom 8, 2 outs.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families.
New pitcher for the Lumberjacks with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th and a 4-run lead for Covington. It's Eniel Burbase, a redshirt freshman out of Florida Southwestern. He hails from Lehigh Acres, Florida, and this is his 7th appearance in relief for the Lumberjacks. Just 7 2/3 innings and a 9.39 ERA, which the Sox are looking to take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, as for Burbase, it's, at least for him on the year, a 235 whip as well. Opponent OPS is 744. And I mean, they can take advantage of that. I mean, that's that's close to 3 overall base runners allowed per innings pitch. So, just got to keep chipping away one after another, and, we'll see what the Tom Sox offense can do. But it starts with Brock Clayton, who's been swinging a hot bat as of recent. We'll see what he can do.
Clayton so far this season with runners in scoring position is 3 for 10. He's got Samuel Summerlin on second base with 2 outs. Clayton has delivered in the past for the Sox last season, a big part of their run to the championship. Can he deliver here in a big regular season game with the Sox sitting at 11-13, a game ahead of the Turks as they sit in 4th place where they need to be for a playoff spot. Lefty on lefty action. Burbase deals the first pitch, taken strike down the middle by Clayton. A breaking ball that fooled Brock.
Clayton's got to find a way. He went 0 for 4 yesterday with a strikeout. We'll see what he can do.
Burbase comes set, checks on Summerlin, fires the 0-1. Breaker, that catches again. This time on the inside half. And Clayton, now more than ever, needs to let one rip.
Has a chance, but real put-away pitch potential here.
Burbase gets his signal from Yarborough. Checks on Summerlin, fires the pitch. Breaking ball that just misses upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one looked eerily similar to the pitch that was called a strike just 1 pitch before.
You'll take that one any day of the week.
1-2 with 2 outs. Sox trail by 4. The pitch from Burbase. Taking ball on the outside at the waist. Clayton has worked the at-bat back into his favor. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burbez toes the rubber with his left foot. Gets his signal from Yarborough behind the plate. Brings the glove to his chest with 2 outs and a 4-run lead. Fires the 2-2. Clayton check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, says Robert Roop at third. Full count coming up for Burbez. This could be the pitch of the game. 2 runners on for the Sox. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sox trail by 4. Burbez delivers the pitch. Misses on the lower half at the knees. A full count walk worked by Brock Clayton, and now the bases are loaded for the only Tom Sock to hit a grand slam this season, Lucas Ream.
How poetic would it be right now if he were able to do it?
He does represent the tying run, but you don't need to get it all back in one swing.
You just like it, though.
That would be nice. Burbez is first offering to the righty Ream. Catches the inside corner with a fastball, 0-1.
Scoring update from JMU Eagle Field. That one has gone final. Harrisonburg wins that one over Front Row by a score of 9-2, so now a half game back. Tom Sock still had the tiebreaker.
The 0-1 pitch to Ream. Swung on and hit into right field. Ranging towards it is Mendez, and he makes the grab to end the 8th inning. Sox still trail 5-1. They'll have 3 more outs on the offensive side, but for now they're on defense as we head into the 9th.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference. Don't miss a single moment of Tom Sox baseball. Check out.
Welcome back to Cho Airport Field. It's the 9th inning, and the Sox trail by 4. Brandon Dahlman still in the contest. It's been a long time since he dealt that 1-2-3 inning, Brian, but it was pivotal in holding the Lumberjacks scoreless for the 5th straight inning.
Yeah, I mean, he got 2 strikeouts in the back half of that. Kind of like what Connor Hedgepeth was able to do the last 2 innings he was there. So, there you go. His current Craft 400 plays over the speakers of Charlottesville Field.
Dahlman's got to go through 8-9-1 to give the Sox a chance on offense in the bottom of the 9th. But for now, we're in the top half. Dahlman's first pitch to Jacob Levesque. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Dahlman delivered strikeouts number 33 and 34 in the top of the 8th. Here's his 0-1 offering. Breaking ball that misses down low near the ground. Summerlin gloves. 1 ball and a strike. Levesque today, 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 swinging. The 1-1 from Dahlman. Fastball misses upstairs and away, 2 balls and a strike.
Good job of him taking away there, but he's forcing Dahlman into an uncomfortable situation, an unfamiliar situation. We'll see if he can deal out of it.
Glove to his face, now his waist. The 2-1. Fastball on the outer edge. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dahlman, the newly minted Valley Baseball League All-Star, trying to keep the Sox alive.
So we heard the call from the press box.
The 2-2. Fastball misses low and inside, almost hitting Levesque in the shoes. Full count coming up for Brandon Dahlman in the first at-bat of the ninth. Sox still down by 4. The score is Covington 5, Charlottesville 1. Here's the full count pitch. Chop foul on the left side and into the backstop by Levesque. He stays alive. Covington put up a 2 spot in the first inning, followed that up with 3 more in the third. They haven't scored since then. The Sox struck 1 back off an RBI single from Chase Jackson in the bottom of the 6th. And now we're here, a 5-1 score. Full count pitch with no outs in the 9th. Dahlman delivers. Breaking ball that takes a hit off of Levesque's helmet. He's jogging to first, seems to be okay. Would have been a walk nonetheless, but it'll go in the book as a hit by pitch, a rare hit by pitch for Brandon Dahlman.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a tough one for him to have. It just ended up running inside, and that is indeed his second hit by pitch overall as a Tom Sock this year, so very rare.
Lost control of the breaking ball, and it took a hit off of Levesque's helmet in the righty's batter's box. He's okay. He's over on first base. First pitch to 9-hole batter Luca Mendez is fouled off to the left. 0-1 with no outs. A runner on for Covington as the visitors hold a 5-1 lead over Charlottesville. Dahlman kicks and fires the 0-1 fastball. Strike 2. Mike Mackey behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Daniel Devers over on first and Robert Roop on third. Your umpires tonight. Dahlman gets his signal, fires the 0-2, just misses down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs.
As much as you'd want him to attack for another strikeout, you'd love a 6-4-3 double play, or even a 4-6-3 if he pulls it.
Dahlman fires the 1-2, misses low again. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Last 2 spiked the dirt, and we talked about how the breaking ball has been so effective for him, but they really should go back to that fastball because it is unbeatable, just blowing by the Valley League hitters left and right.
Talk about spiking the dirt. Looks like it spiked some dirt up into Luca Mendez's eyes. He wipes it off and now digs back in to the lefty's batter's box. Righty Dahlman against the lefty Mendez. The 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed, but fouled back into the glove of Summerlin. He couldn't glove it. Count remains 2 apiece.
Well, Summerlin makes the catch back there. That is going to be foul tip into the catcher's mitt, and that's a strikeout, but another 2-strike tango.
Dahlman, right foot on the rubber, kicks and delivers. Foul way up high and into the parking lot on the left side. A couple of fans going to run and try and retrieve it. Not sure if the concession is still doing foul ball prizes, but there weren't many fans to get any anyways. Just under 70 tonight as it was a warm, muggy evening, 100 degrees at the time of first pitch. Dahlman readies the 2-2, kicks and fires. Breaking ball misses outside at the knees. Full count again coming up for the Liberty Flame ace. Luca Mendez, 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a walk. With a runner on first. Dahlman throws over to first. Head first slide by Levesque back in safely. And we'll get ready for the full count again. Brandon Dahlman fires the full count pitch. Called strike 3, fastball down the middle for out number 1. Mendez retired, and now the top of the order up, and Frankie Clark.
Well, there you go. I mean, bit of a delayed call, but ends up finding the zone regardless, and there you go. Another strikeout to the ledger of one Brandon Dahlman. That's number 35.
Chris Carroll pinch running for the Covington Lumberjacks. He replaces Jacob Levesque out there. at first base. But for now, he's on first base as a pinch runner. And Dahlman gets set to fire the first pitch to Clark. Carroll runs to second. The throw by Summerlin over to second. The tag applied, and it's there. Chase Jackson, a part of the 2-4 putout, and that's 2 outs. Bases cleared in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, first time caught stealing since June 3rd, and I mean, it's hard to run on this Tom Sox team. They've been a lot better at that this year.
It's a rare putout from behind the plate by Sam Summerlin, but that is the time to do it. 2 outs, and the first pitch to Frankie Clark. He misses 1-0. Two outs. Lumberjacks lead by 4. The 1-0 pitch fouled off into the backstop on the right side, 1-1. Big spot for Dahlman with the bases now clear after the 2-4 putout from Summerlin. The 1-1 pitch to Clark, breaking ball, misses inside, 2-1. Dahlman, 35 strikeouts this season. Looking for another, the 2-1 pitch. Lined into the glove of Yao at short. He tosses across the diamond to first, and the glove is made by Combs. 3 batters, 3 outs, no runs. Still a 5-1 deficit for the Sox, and they'll have 3 more outs to cut into the lead and maybe walk it off, maybe send it to extras. We'll see in the bottom.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference. Don't miss a single moment of Tom Sox baseball. Check out tomsox.org/schedule to see when the team is back in action. Learn from the best this summer. Join Tom Sox. Find more information and sign up at tomsox.org/summercamp.
It's the bottom of the 9th. Sox still a chance to get back into the contest. They trail 5-1 to the Covington Lumberjacks. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Charlottesville, but they're going to need more to extend or end the game. Aniel Burbase still pitching for Covington. Fastball down the middle to Braden Bachman for the first pitch. 0-1 with no outs. Bottom 9. Covington 5, Charlottesville 1. Bachman so far today 0 for 2. He foul tips the 0-1 pitch backwards into the backstop, 0-2. Will Yao on deck. Bryce Neely in the hole. Sam Summerlin rounding out the order if we get there. It's an 0-2 count for Braden Bachman with Aniel Burbase dealing the lefty against the righty from Chesapeake, Virginia, Bachman. The 0-2. Breaking ball that misses badly on the outside, 1-2.
Kind of saw that with Brendan Dahlman to a lesser extent. just kind of spiked it glove side, or spiked it arm side, and now he's going to have to bring it back, maybe canceling it out with 2 extremes.
Burbez gets his signal. Here's the 1-2, breaking ball, just misses upstairs. Count runs even at 2 apiece. Braden Bachman working himself back into the count.
Veteran take from Braden Bachman, but that looked like a pitch to hit.
2-2, no outs, bottom 9. The pitch. Bachman fouls it back again. Count remains the same. Sox down by 4. Bachman did earn a walk back in the bottom of the 5th. The only time that he has reached base today. Burbez receives the ball on the bump. 2-2 count. Bachman, the righty, digs back into the batter's box. Burbez, the lefty, gets set on the bump. 2-2 count. Burbez kicks and delivers. Breaking ball, swinging a miss. Bachman retired, and that's 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Covington 1 step closer to a win.
Yeah, the Tom Sox bats have had a bit of trouble catching up to the breaking ball at times, and you see why, again, right there is just a bit in front of it, and now you go to Will Yao for a chance at something.
Yeah, 1 of 2 Sox to hit a triple. First pitch he sees, he lines into the glove of a running Clark, and that's quickly 2 gone. Clark, from the second base position, ran all the way over to where Levesque was at first and made the catch in the shallow outfield grass. 2 outs, and now Bryce Neely, the final hope for the Sox, trying to extend it as they trail by 4 to the Covington Lumberjacks.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's tough off the end of the bat, but it was a good job by Clark to catch up to that, and 2 gone.
Neely takes a first pitch ball that nearly hits the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs. Sox trail 5-1 against the Jacks. Neely hit a home run in the bottom of the 9th against Waynesboro over the weekend, as the Sox comeback bid fell short against them. A home run would certainly help kickstart some momentum right now with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. Neely swings and misses, 1-1.
Yeah, Neely is going out his best. He can really let the ball fly, so we'll see what version of him we get here.
The 1-1 from Burbez. Neely watches the ball sail out of the glove of Yarborough to his left as it missed the zone low. 2-1. The Sox have not won a game after trailing through 8 innings. They're 0 for 12 this year. Burbez, the lefty, delivers the 2-1. Neely takes a ball on the inner half. 3 balls and a strike with 2 outs. And the Sox trailing 5-1.
Tough miss, but again, a good take. Talking about the outside to the inside between Bachman and Neely. And, well, now he's 1 pitch away from getting on base.
The 3-1. Upstairs at the chest level, and that's a walk earned by Bryce Neely. Bottom of the order, Sam Summerlin up to bat with a runner on, looking to keep the game alive. In his 1 at-bat today, he also worked a walk.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got the potential to do that, but you'd like to see him go a little bit more here, and he's got the potential to do that. Big spot.
Sox have 4 come-from-behind wins this season. Right now they're down 4 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Throw over to first. Neely jogs back in safely as Levesque had to come off of the bag to catch it. No balls, no strikes to Sam Summerlin with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Summerlin takes a ball on the outer half at waist level, 1-0. Sox had bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th and Lucas Ream up to bat, but he flew out to right. The 1-0 pitch. Summerlin takes again on that outer half, this time at the knees a little bit lower. 2-0 count.
It's 1 pitch at a time for Summerlin, who did have that walk. And he had the strikeout yesterday when he came in as pinch hitter.
The 2-0 pitch with 2 outs. Summerlin again watches the ball sail into that same spot. 3 straight balls on that outer half from Aniel Burbase. And it's a 3-0 count with 2 outs. And Bryce Neely off of first.
Most importantly, it's a lefty-on-lefty match.
Burbase delivers the 3-0. And it hits the zone right down the middle. A fastball called strike by Mike Mackey, 3-1. Summerlin digs back in, circles his bat. Now it lands on his left shoulder. Burbase fires the 3-1, and it misses upstairs and away. Back-to-back walks for the Sox. Runners on first and second, and Grayson McCollum up to bat. Now you've got it to where you want it.
Yeah, and Chase Jackson would be the tying run. Right now he's on deck, so you just go one at a time. You don't abandon your strategy. The Tom Sox were at a point in the season 5th in the VBL in walks drawn. But you got to be thinking McCollum swinging away.
2 outs, and McCollum up to bat with Neely on second and Summerlin on first. First pitch to McCollum runs inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The first 2 batters, Bachman and Yao, were retired. Since then, 2 straight walks by Aniel Burbase. Pitcher's getting warm in the Lumberjacks bullpen. The 1-0, upstairs and inside again, 2-0. It's the same spot 5 straight times by Aniel Burbase. 5 straight balls, maybe more. 5 straight balls in that same location. This time against a righty, McCollum. The 2-0 pitch. Misses down low this time, changes up the location, but the result is the same. 3-0, 2 outs. Sox down by 4. McCollum in a comfortable position at the plate. Burbase kicks and fires the 3-0. McCollum takes on that inner half a strike on the fastball from Burbase.
I wouldn't even put a bat on my shoulders here.
The 3-1 to McCollum. McCollum takes on the outer half. Burbase barely missing arm side. And the bases are loaded. 2 outs. And Chase Jackson up to bat. 3 straight walks by Aniel Burbase. And now there is a mound visit and a pitching change coming up for the Lumberjacks. We'll have the new batter, or new pitcher, Chase Jackson, the new batter, about to face the new pitcher with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Charlottesville down by 4. We'll be back after this.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference. Don't miss a single moment of Tom Sox baseball. Check out tomsox.org/schedule to see when the team is back in action. Learn from the best this summer. Join Tom Sox players and coaches in our annual summer camps. It's a chance for kids ages 6 to 12.
Cut it off. Let's go.
Welcome back to Charlottesville High School, Cho Airport Field. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Sox trail 4-1. New pitcher for Covington. It's Quindon Wright and he pitched last night against the Waynesboro Generals.
Yeah, as for Covington and Quinton Wright, an inning and 2/3, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts and 2 walks, and it's a big spot for him.
Tommy Lansness pinch hitting for Chase Jackson at this late stage of the game. Bases are juiced for Charlottesville. Lansness would be the tying run if he were to go yard, but obviously right now you just want to chip into that lead. 2 outs. Sox trail by 4. First pitch to Lansness. Righty on lefty action. Right misses arm side. Outside and at belt height, 1-0.
As for Tommy Lansness this season, he has had a home run.
You know he has that capability. Right delivers the 1-0. Lansness, hard hit ball into right field. Ranging back is Mendez, and it jumps into the wall. Run scores. Here comes another. Sox are going to score 3, and Lansness a stand-up 3-eye RBI double to get the Sox back into the contest. It's 5-4. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Clutch piece of hitting from Tommy Lansness, and now the winning run up to bat in Caden Combs.
He's been cold as has been in his recent stretch, and he really needed that one. It was almost the swing and a drive that equalized it. But it's one after another. Please don't stop the music, and please don't stop this rally, Tom Sox offense.
The tying run on second, and Tommy Lansness. Combs up to bat. Righty on righty action with 2 outs. Wright delivers the pitch. Combs takes a strike. A fastball down the middle. 0-1. That piece of hitting by Lansness, madly impressive. It bounced into the wall after escaping the glove of Mendez. Wright kicks and fires the 0-1. Combs watches it sail low and away. Ball 1. 1 ball and a strike. Caden Combs has a chance to walk it off. He also has a chance to tie it. Your score is Covington 5, Charlottesville 4. Wright delivers the pitch. Breaking ball just misses upstairs.
Okay.
2-1, and that looked good.
That did look good. You just got to keep the line moving however he can. If he gets a hanging breaking ball, he's going to let it fly.
Wright readies the 2-1, checks on Lansness, and delivers. Combs lines it, and it skips off the glove of Clark. Lansness rounding third, heading home, and he gets in safely. It's a tie ball game in Charlottesville. A 4 spot in the bottom of the 9th, and the Sox have leveled it 5-5 at Cho.
I've seen this field take many a bad hops, but that was one of the worst I've ever seen. And what a lucky hop and what a lucky bounce on some hard contact. Caden Combs keeps it going. Brock Clayton has a chance to walk this thing off.
Clark tried to back pick it, and the ball just skipped out of his glove. First pitch to Clayton, swing and a miss.
He was thinking about it right there.
Winning run is on first in Caden Combs. Brock Clayton, since coming in, he earned a walk, and that was about it. 0-1 against Quinton Wright with 2 outs and a tie ball game in Charlottesville. The pitch, fastball taken down the middle, 0-2.
It's a 0-0 ball game right now.
Sox down to their last strike. The worst that can happen is that it goes into extra innings. The 0-2 pitch. Clayton swings and misses. A golf ball swing, and that ends the bottom of the 9th. But the Tom Sox have tied it. A 4 spot in the bottom of the 9th to come back from 5-1 down. We're heading to the 10th, folks. Free baseball in Charlottesville right after this.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families. Contribute to Charlottesville Community Baseball today. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, your support helps the Charlottesville Tom Sox create unforgettable memories and develop baseball's future stars right here in Central Virginia. Visit tomsox.org/donate to see how your gift makes a difference.
Where's extra baseball in Charlottesville, top of the 10th. Brandon Dahlman still out on the mound, and I think it's safe to say he was not expecting to come back into this ball game. It's a 5-5 game in Charlottesville. The Sox put up 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th to even it up.
You got to see how the Sox pitchers are able to deal in tough situations like this. This is feeling like a playoff game. We've had a lot of playoff feel games so far, and now you see huge.
Xavier McCory now playing second base. So middle infield is Yao and McCory, with Jake Ambrosio up to bat for Covington. A brand new ball game in Charlottesville. There's also a ghost runner on as Dahlman delivers a first pitch fastball. A strike down the middle. 0-1 with no outs.
There's a ghost runner at second.
Now, is that the last out for Covington would be the ghost runner? Is that how it works?
Yep, that's Frankie Clark out there at second.
All right. Ambrosio fouls off the 0-1 pitch to the right side and out of play. 0-2. Brandon Dahlman so far, he's gone through 2 full innings, 3 strikeouts, no runs, and no hits. Gets his sign from Summerlin behind the plate. Delivers the 0-2. Popped up way high in the air. Summerlin takes off his mask and jogs to the backstop. Cohn's coming over as well. And it knocks into the bleachers behind us. Out of play. 0-2 still to Jake Ambrosio.
Hit something back there. But it was a loud bounce. Still 2 strikes though.
Dahlman still comfortably ahead against Jake Ambrosio in the top of the 10th. 5-5 score. 0-2 count. Dahlman gets his signal, checks on Clark at second. Delivers the 0-2. Fouled off again by Ambrosio, who is 1 for 3 today with a single.
What is it?
That came all the way back in the bottom, or top of the first, rather. Dahlman again checking over on second. Delivers the 0-2, swing and a miss, drop third strike. Summerlin runs to tag Ambrosio as he was jogging down the first base line. And that's out number 1 and strikeout number 4 for Brandon Dahlman to begin the top of the 10th.
Oh, there you go. And once again, swing and a miss down the chute. Didn't end there. It was a good tag by Summerlin. And now there's one gone.
Next up for Covington, righty Cross Yarborough with Frankie Clark, the ghost runner, on second. 1 gone, top of the 10th, 5-5 ball game. The pitch, breaking ball right down the middle for a strike. Dahlman has been on fire, and you wouldn't expect anything less from the Flames ace. He's now up to 36 strikeouts on the season. The 0-1. Fastball fouled off behind us by Cross Yarborough. 0-2.
Yeah, 36 strikeouts, only 5 walks, and just 2 runners hit by a pitch. It's been great to see from him during his tenure as a Tom Sock.
Dahlman fires the 0-2. Breaking ball, tap foul down the first base line, and that'll bring Cross Yarborough back to the batter's box. Still an 0-2 count. Cross Yarborough receives his bat from Darius Brown, who's on deck. Count still 0-2 with 1 out. Of course, the ghost runner, that is a Valley League rule, on second, and that is Frankie Clark. Dahlman readies the 0-2 pitch, gets his signal from Summerlin. Fires it home. The breaking ball. Did he go? No appeal. Breaking ball missed on the inner half. 1-2. 1-2 with one out coming up from Brandon Dahlman. Still a tie ball game in Charlottesville in the top of the 10th. He checks on the second base runner. Sliced ball out into right field. It's caught by Bachman out there and thrown back to the cutoff man. No runners advance. Frankie Clark stays at second. And that's 2 outs for the Sox in the top of the 10th. 5-5 ball game at Cho Airport Field.
That was probably a battle between one of the best pitchers in the Valley League and one of the best batters in the Valley League. That's all-star on all-star. And you saw it. Yarborough wasn't completely out of that bat, but once again, hard contact. Dahlman wins the battle.
2 outs, and now Darius Brown up to bat for Covington. Again, Frankie Clark off of second base. The pitch by Dahlman, breaking ball, cut on and missed by Darius Brown. 0-1. Dahlman an out away from giving his Sox a chance to win the ball game in the bottom of the 10th. 0-1 count. The pitch, fastball, spiked into the dirt. Summerlin has to jog to the backstop to grab it, and Clark takes the 90-foot jog to third. He's now 90 feet away from scoring and giving Covington the lead in the 10th. For now, it's 5-5. 1 ball and 1 strike, and 2 outs with Darius Brown, who is 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts. This is his first appearance against Brandon Dahlman, who came in the top of the 8th. 1 ball and a strike. Your score is 5-5 with 2 outs. A runner on third. Dahlman delivers. Breaking ball that misses low into the dirt. 2-1.
Might go with 2 outer half fastballs. Trying to set him up here. Summerlin can get a handle on it.
Dahlman kicks and fires the 2-1 fastball. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mike Mackey got ahead of himself, and it's cool to see. He's laughing at himself. Everyone understands. It's the 10th inning. Everyone's tired, and Mike Mackey able to laugh it off.
It's a long, hot summer day.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-5 ball game, a runner on third. Dahlman kicks and fires. Breaking ball upstairs, full count.
This is where legends are born, created, and separated from the pack.
Dahlman trying to set himself aside from the rest of the pitchers as if he hasn't already. Runner on third. Payoff pitch coming with 2 outs. And a tie ball game, top of the 10th. The pitch. Fastball, called strike 3 on the lower half. Brandon Dahlman holds the Lumberjacks scoreless for another inning, the 7th straight, and the Sox have a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th.
Want to support the Tom Sox? We offer many tiers of sponsorships with numerous benefits. Head to tomsox.org/sponsors to learn more about how you can become a valued partner today. Become a host family today. Host families provide players with a home away from home while building connections that go beyond baseball. Discover the lasting impact that host families have on the team and our community at tomsox.org/host-families.
Bottom of the 10th, Sox and Lumberjacks tied at 5. It has been a crazy, crazy evening of baseball. The Lumberjacks got ahead 5-0 in the top of the 3rd, Brian. The Sox got 1 back in the 6th before putting up a 4 spot to even things in the bottom of the 9th. They have not won a game this season when trailing after 8 innings.
Yeah, I mean, taking from a movie quote, every time I think I'm out, they just pull me back in. this team has rallied. I mean, they could have laid down there in that ninth inning, but they rallied. They left runners stranded in that first half of the game and all the way up until that ninth inning, and they knew not to give up, not to give in. They made the right circumstances, as now we do see a pinch runner as the ghost runner at second. It'll be Christian Dewey.
Christian Dewey making his return to Cho Airport Field after a long-awaited absence. And it's Xavier McCory, the lefty, digging into the batter's box. He has a chance to drive in the winning run and bring home the 5th come-from-behind win that the Sox have achieved this season. So far, they've had 4, their latest coming on June 28th at home against Harrisonburg. They trailed by 4, 6-2, before winning 11-9. Their largest comeback was at Stanton. They trailed 6-0 and ended up winning 10-7. This would easily be their latest comeback win after being held to 1 run for the first 8 innings. They scored 4 in the bottom of the 9th and now have a chance to win. Quindon Wright still on the mound for the Lumberjacks. Quindon Wright, as McCory shows bunt, pulls away. The pitch was high and away from McCory. 1 ball, no strikes. Christian Dewey on second base.
First baseman Levesque came all the way up off that first base bag and down the line to try and see if he could cover that bunt.
McCory again shows bunt. And he nubs it foul. It pops backwards into the backstop. He's now shown his hand. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Dewey jogs back over to second base. Now do you expect a swing from Xavier?
I mean, if it gets to 2 strikes, yes, but I feel like you still want to put the bunt down as long as you just push it up the gap between the first baseman Levesque and the pitcher and Quindon Wright.
5-5 ball game, bottom of the 10th. McCory showing bunt, the 1-1 from Wright, misses high and away, 2 balls and a strike.
And more than it is a physical game, it's also a mind game. He's getting into Wright's head by forcing him to pitch outside. Now we'll see if it kind of comes back in. Maybe he's trying to see what happens here. Maybe a bunt down the third base line. They're going to have to find a cover.
The 2-1, McCory lays down a bunt. Quindon Wright gloves it on the left side, fires over to first. And it's in time, but the winning run has now advanced all the way over to third base off the sack bunt from Xavier McCory. Christian Dewey 90 feet away from winning the ball game. And it's Braden Bachman that steps up to bat for the Tom Sox. But actually, they're going to intentionally walk him, sending him to first base. And now the incoming freshman at UVA, Will Yao, the biggest at-bat of his season, steps up to try and drive home the winning run.
Will Yao has not had an RBI since June 17th, and they did it to him.
Hold the phone. They've intentionally walked him as well. Bases now loaded for Charlottesville, and Bryce Neely up to bat.
I don't know what you were expecting from this game, but it was anything but that. And now we got a meeting of the minds at the mound.
Quindon Wright getting a visit from his pitching coach on the bump. No movement out in the bullpen, so this is just a tactical talk. With Bryce Neely up to bat, he worked a walk in his last at-bat. That would win the game with the bases now loaded. I'm surprised that they wanted to intentionally walk the bases loaded because Quindon Wright has not had the control he would like.
Well, I mean, at this point, the only runner that really matters is the one at third, but if you get a play at the plate, there's still going to be a runner at third with 2 gone. And the only one that really matters is that runner at third in Christian Dewey. And so you got to be very cognizant of that. And you got a game plan for that, but you don't want anything going over the heads of the infielders, and they're not going infield in tactically here. I like the smart move, but the corner infielders are covering the drag bunt.
1 out, bottom 10, bases loaded in a 5-5 ball game for Bryce Neely. Quindon Wright delivers the first pitch. Neely drives it over the head of shortstop Castillo. Dewey jogs in, touches home base, and the Sox have completed the comeback. They win 6-5 in 10 innings. A fantastic win for Charlottesville. And Bryce Neely, the hometown kid, is the hero.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. This team is destined for greatness, and it's because they didn't waver. They kept stranding runners from 1 through 8. They only had 1 run in that stretch of time, and all they needed was a calm, cool, and collected Bryce Neely, who has been a couple ticks behind on the fastball, but once he gets the right delivery, once he sees his sign, he is ready to power through that. And that's really all he needed, just a nice line drive into center field. He did what he needed to, and he got the win.
It's an absolutely huge win. Sox win 6-5. It is their 5th comeback win of the season, their first win after trailing through 8 innings. They were 0 for 12 coming into today. Make that 1 for 12. And you talked about it earlier. Harrisonburg suffered a loss. So now did they win?
They won.
Harrisonburg won, but you match what Harrisonburg is doing, and you still have the tiebreaker over them, so it keeps you level in the race.
And an added detail is that the Sox are 1 win shy of getting to 500, would be for the first time this season. It all starts with that Stanton game, a very winnable game. We'll see who's on the bump for that tomorrow. Myself and Matt Becker will be on the call for that. We're excited to bring that to you.
Fantastic win. An RBI single from Bryce Neely wins it for the Sox in 10 innings, 6-5. Tom Sox win. Wow, all I can say is I'm speechless. That was a fantastic win. The Sox trailed 5-0 after 3 innings, and they win it 6-5, moving to 12-13 on the season. They host Stanton tomorrow. I'm Landon Weaver. He's Brian Portney. We thank you all for listening through the technical difficulties. We switched from radio to TV, but nonetheless, the Sox kept playing, and the Sox win 6-5 over the Lumberjacks.